Well, good afternoon and welcome inside of the Beebe Badger football field, Greenbrier. And the opening night of football, we had the scrimmage last week. And I tell you, Matt, we're excited. We were a little bit late getting started due to some technical difficulties. And I tell you, it's awful hard to hear, honestly. So we're still kind of
we're still trying to get everything exactly right. But we are at least live now. And just in time for the kickoff. It's like this. It was like this last year, just getting the bugs out. Talon did a lot of the setting up for us. So we are learning as we go. But we are ready to play some football, and we do have the live stream up right in time.
We missed our whole pregame, so we apologize for that, that we weren't able to. We had some good stuff, but we'll try to put that in throughout the broadcast.
And for any of our sponsors that are listening, we don't have our commercials and stuff up. Oh, we do? We'll have some of them at least, and we'll get that going. But we're going to just make sure we talk about you guys throughout the broadcast. That way you are getting plenty of advertisement. Your dollars at work.
Putting them to work. Well, as you probably can see, Greenbrier lost the toss. Beebe won the toss and chose to receive the football. So Greenbrier will kick away to begin the football game. The 2021 football season, Matt.
It's upon us.
It is. It's the first time they've kicked off. The scrimmage last week, we didn't see any punts, no special teams whatsoever. And we are just so excited for the football game to begin. Looks like Bradley Turnage will be the kicking man, and they will kick it off for Greenbrier to start the game. We're just about set for the opening night here on the Friday Night Lights.
I'll tell you what, JB, I'm super excited. It's a lot more fun when you know you got a team that's going to be really good and a lot of fun to watch.
Absolutely, Matt. Well, here we go. Bradley Turnage is set to approach the football. Here he goes. The ball is in the air, and the 2021 season is underway. It'll be taken at the 12-yard line by Beebe. He's out across the 20-25 to the 30. Breaks the tackle. He's out to the 35-yard line for Beebe. That's a good return there, 22 yards, and Beebe's in business at their own 35-yard line to start the ball game.
Number one there, Logan Stevens. He was out on the coin toss, so I bet we probably see him quite a bit throughout the night.
Absolutely, Matt. There we go again.
Still
having some technical difficulties on things on hearing. But here we go. First drive for Beebe to begin the ball game. We'll see Zach Grant under center for them. It'll be shotgun formation for Beebe. Twin receivers to both the left and right side. He gets the snap, looks right, pass, a little screen pass, but Greenbrier's all over it. Might have got a yard, and that's it. Looks like Eli Weaver was all over that one.
Yeah, that was that Logan Stevens, number one, that we just spoke about. Great job by picking that up by the outside defense of Greenbrier.
Beebe gets about a yard, a little bit less than a yard, and it brings up 2nd down and 9. Good defense there for Greenbrier. They run a 3-man front, run more of a 3-4 defense. Shotgun again, actually more pistol formation for Zach Grant and Beebe. He moves the man in motion. Grant gets the snap. They give it off to his tailback. Trying to get to the edge. He's across the 35 to the 37, but that's it. Greenbrier with a nice stop again. Might have got a yard, and it brings up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Jeremy Parker got back there in the backfield quick off the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get his hand or his arm around him, but did slow him up just a bit. And pretty much right at the line of scrimmage, they brought him down there. Maybe a short game, like you said.
3rd down and long here for Beebe. This is going to be a great opportunity for our defense to try to force a 3-and-out. Looks like Grant's coming out of the ball game. He's been the starting quarterback. 3-man front for Greenbrier. 3rd down and 8. Adrian Caranco looks like he's going to be the man, the signal caller. He gets the snap, looking to run to the left side. He gets it, trying to get to the edge, but he's not going to do it. He's tackled at the 39-yard line, tripped up there. Try to see number 15 for Greenbrier.
Yeah, that's Nick Hewitt. Nick tricked him up, and Dawson Spencer took him down after Nick tripped him.
Big tackle there, and it brings up 4th down and long. Greenbrier forcing what looks like a 3-and-out, and Beebe's punting team will come out onto the field. Jeffet Rodriguez will be on to punt the football away for the Badgers.
JB, this is the first time we've been able to see Nick Hewitt this year. Both of our scrimmage and our preseason game, Nick was out due to just being a little banged up, but
Rodriguez getting the punt away. McElhaney back deep to receive it, but that one's not going to go very far. Punt's hit at the 39 to the 35. Got a nice roll, and it'll bounce down to the 31-yard line, and that is where Greenbrier will start their first offensive possession of the 2021 season. Matt, they were 7 for 7 in the scrimmage a week ago. You know, you look at the lineup here, really, there was 7 different players that scored touchdowns in that game. Spencer rushed for a touchdown. Cooper Wilcox had a rushing touchdown. Thatcher Strack and Jacob Mathis both had receiving touchdowns. Eli Weaver had a 29-yard rush. Carter McElhaney and Matthew Garrett both scored as well. 49 points in that game, in that scrimmage, and Greenbrier trying to look to push on that as well this evening. Wilcox in the shotgun. He'll give it off to Hewitt up the middle. Makes a man miss, gets out across the 35 to the 38-yard line. A nice run there, a 7-yard gain, and it brings up 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, man, you like to see Nick running the ball. He's just such a tough runner, especially downhill, right up the gut right there. Good push by the offensive line, and great first play of the offense for the 2021 season, JB.
Absolutely. Wilcox in the shotgun all alone. Gets the snap. Looks right. Quick screen pass to the right side. He's across the 40 to the 45. Got some room. Across midfield. Inside the 45 down to the 42-yard line. That's a 1st down. Greenbrier moves the chains, and they're in business.
Yeah, that's Reed Nixon right there with a great catch and run. He's quick, JB. If you can get him the ball, he can pick up some yards in a hurry.
Pistol formation for Wilcox. Greenbrier moving the chains into Beebe territory. At the 43-yard line, Wilcox in the pistol. Gives it off to Hewitt up the middle. He's trying to get to the outside. Gets to the 40-yard line, about a 3-yard gain before he's brought down by the Beebe front line, and it brings up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, that guy coming off the edge slowed him up just enough that they were able to get in there and make a tackle. If he hadn't chipped him right there, that could have been a pretty good gain.
2nd down and 7 for Greenbrier. Beebe runs a 4-2 defense. Shotgun for Wilcox. Gets the snap. Play action. Looks to the right. Got a man. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Thatcher Strack near the sideline, and it brings up 3rd down and 7. Beebe, they have a new, a defensive coordinator who came in. He actually was over at Mississippi State and Vanderbilt.
Yeah. That was a big get for them.
Absolutely.
I think he might be an old Beebe guy.
Run that 4-2 defense. But they're a big 3rd down now for Greenbrier. 3rd down and 7. Twin receivers to the left side, a single receiver to right side. Pistol formation. Wilcox gets the snap, hands it off to Hewitt. Got some room. Inside the 35, inside the 30, and they'll trip him up and bring him down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. That's a big gain right there, Matt. 17 yards and a Greenbrier 1st down.
I'll tell you what, JB, when you can line up on 3rd and 7 and feel confident to go up there and run the ball, that tells you a lot about the confidence this coaching staff has in this team, and with good reason.
1st down and 10 from the 23-yard line of Beebe. Nearing the red zone. Shotgun for Wilcox. Gets the snap. Play up. Now there's plays blown dead. Flags are down, and that looks like that might be defense on offsides on defense. So that's a great break for Greenbrier. Get him 5 yards, and it'll bring up now 1st down and 5 inside the red zone at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, this is right where we want to be right here, JB. 1st and 5 inside the red zone. Looking to score right here.
Shotgun for Wilcox. Got twin receivers to the both left and right side. Play action. Looking to keep it. He's inside the 20, and the play's blown dead again. I don't see – I guess there is a flag. I'm not sure what the call, but it's got to be either offsides or –
again.
Offsides or
encroachment again.
Wow. So Beebe's just gifted us 10 yards.
It doesn't appear that anyone jumped. It must be just lining up in the neutral zone.
That's right. Well, now Greenbrier's got it 1st and 10 from the 13. 10 yards have been freely given, and Greenbrier's knocking on the door of the end zone. Shotgun for Wilcox. Twin receivers to both the left and right sides. Hewitt in the backfield. The give is to Hewitt up the middle, trying to get down to the 10-yard line, maybe to the 11 is all. 2 yards up the middle, and it brings up 2nd down and 8 from just outside the 10-yard line. I tell you, Beebe a year ago, they finished – I believe it was 2-7. They returned 19 starters, though, from last year. They returned 19 starters from last year, and that's that's the thing. They've got experience. They didn't finish the way they wanted, but they've got some experience. Greenbrier, though, on here on a 2nd down and 8. Wilcox gets the snap, rolling right. Little pass in the flats there to Mathis. He gets inside the 10 down to the 8.
Well, and you know, JB, this BB defense is flying around, making some plays.
Making it tough on Greenbrier. It brings up 3rd down and 5 now from the 8-yard line. And now Greenbrier, this is the question. You don't get it on 3rd down. Do you go for it on 4th, or do you take the field goal with Bradley Turnage?
I probably would. I think you feel confident in your offense to
punch
get
it in.
Done. Yeah.
Well, there we go. Greenbrier's lining up, trying to punch it in here on 3rd down and 5 from the 8. All they got to do is get to the 3-yard line. Wilcoxon shotgun, gets the snap, trying to keep it himself. He's inside the 5, got the 1st down, untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Greenbrier. Cooper Wilcox making it happen 8 yards out, and he scores to begin the 2021 season. Cooper Wilcox with a rushing touchdown, and Greenbrier leads it 6-0.
Cooper does a great job just seeing the field. I mean, you know, he is fast. We've seen that. But just in a situation like that, up the middle, it's bunched up because you're in the red zone, close to the goal line, and just finding a place to get in.
Absolutely. 6-0 Greenbrier. Turnage's extra point is up, and it is good. And Greenbrier will take the early lead 7-0 with 6:49 to play in the opening quarter. What a start to the season, Matt.
Yeah.
They force a 3-and-out on defense, and on the offensive side, they drive the length of the field, 65 yards, to punch it in.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. I mean, you know, and here's the deal, JB. That's what we expect to see out of this team. You know, especially after such a really just outstanding start to the season with a scrimmage against, you know, a 6A West champion or 6A East champion, Sylvan Hills.
That's right.
And just absolutely dominated, really. I mean, we scored 42 points in the first half, 6 for 6 on touchdowns, you know, on drives. So we expect this team to do this day in and day out. But great start here is what you want to see from your offense and your defense to start your 2021 season.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Matt. 7-0 Greenbrier leads. They beat Beebe last season 55-6. Believe it or not, that was Beebe's worst loss of the year at 49 points. And obviously that's a big margin, but my point is Beebe really got progressively better as the season went on. Beat a Jacksonville team 20-14 on the road. Really had a lot of good positives from last year.
And that score looked worse just because there were a lot of early turnovers. Things went wrong for Beebe.
Sure. Well, Bradley Turnage, after he kicked the extra point, will be on to kick the football away after Greenbrier strikes first to take an early 7-0 lead here on their opening drive. Turnage getting set to kick the football. He approaches it, and he puts a boot into it. It'll go to Logan Stevens at the 13-yard line for Beebe. He's out across the 15 to the 20. Makes a man miss at the 25-yard line, but that's going to be it. They'll give him the 26-yard line. And Beebe will start their second drive of the night after they were forced 3-and-out from their own 26-yard line. They'll begin business. No, it absolutely was. You know, after that first pick from Stevens, he had a 23-yard return there from the beginning, got it to the 35.
Yeah.
This was a short little 10-yard return. Good to see that. 26-yard line for Beebe. That's where they'll start. 6:41 to play in the opening quarter. Again, we apologize for the early portion of this broadcast. A lot of technical difficulties for those of you who are ready and watching. At 6:45, we do apologize for that.
Yeah,
Beebe.
I'm just glad we got on just in time, you know.
Absolutely. Pistol formation for Beebe, and they'll give it off to the right side. And not much there as it snuffs it out. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That was Joseph Smith with a run to the outside edge. Grant tried to hand it off. It looked like a little bit more of a counter play, but Greenbrier snuffs it up, and he might have got a half yard. 2nd down and 10 with 6:33 to play in the quarter. Clock rolling.
Well, Nick Hewitt's a good-looking football player, man. He just fits the mold in every way. He looks good. He plays good. He plays hard.
Pistol formation for Beebe again. They'll move a man in motion. Grant gets the snap. Play action to Smith. Now he's rolling right. Got a man in the flat. Completed the 30 out to the 32-yard line. About a 6-yard gain. They're going to give him about 6 yards out to the 32-yard line, and it brings up now 3rd down and 4 with 5:48 to play in the opening quarter. That was a nice play there from Grant. Found a man in the open flat.
Dawson Spencer able to come up and make a play.
Brings in 3rd down and 4. Another big 3rd down here for Beebe. They're 0 for 1 today on 3rd downs. After Greenbrier really snuffed them out there, only 3 yards given up on that opening drive. 3rd down and 4. Shotgun for Grant. He gets the snap. QB keep up the middle, and he's not going to get much there. He might have got back to the line, and that's it. It'll bring up 4th down. I'm trying to see who made the play there, Matt, but it brings up 4th down for Beebe.
There's a bunch of them.
I want to say
Dawson Spencer was in on the initial hit.
I think that was Dawson. I really do. And Beebe doesn't like what they're seeing. They're bringing the special teams on, it looks like, to kick it away, as Rodriguez will come on to punt the football away to Carter McElhaney. Last time, the punt wasn't necessarily a bad one, but there was no return for McElhaney. Greenbrier looking to block the punt. The snap's there. Rodriguez gets the ball away. A better kick this time. McElhaney calls for the fair catch, and he'll gather it in at the 28-yard line, and that's where Greenbrier will begin their second drive of the evening. They're 1 for 1. They scored on the opening set. Drove the length of the field 65 yards. It ended with a Cooper Wilcox 8-yard run. Greenbrier leads it 7-0 with 4:41 to play in the opening quarter. Beebe's already out in the field, man. They're ready to roll. They got a 4-man front. They run a 4-2 and really gave Greenbrier a little bit of fits. They had a couple of third down tries.
Made him work for it.
Sure did. So Greenbrier is going to come back out here again, hopefully to see a little bit better, to keep the drive going as of last time. Again, like I said, Beebe really did a good job of really halting the drives. Made him work for it, like you said, Matt.
They kind of got a rover there on with that 4-2.
Wilcox gets the snap. He'll give it up the middle to Hewitt. He's across the 30, pushing his way to the 32-yard line, but that's going to be it as a host of Badgers wrestle him down, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for Greenbrier. Really, Hewitt was the main contributor on that opening drive. He's the one who drove the length of the field for the most part. Wilcox in the shotgun formation with trips to the right side. Quick screen pass to the outside to the 31-yard line to the 33. I think that was McElhaney. Not much there. Might have got back.
Reed Nixon there.
Was it Nixon?
Yep.
Not much there at all, and now it brings up 3rd down and long. I give BB credit right there. Stuffed it out. And it brings up 3rd and long. Shotgun for Wilcox. Mathis and Strack and McElhaney to the left side. Nixon's on the right. Shotgun all alone. Wilcox gets the snap. Looking left. Looking over the middle. In and out of the hands of a BB Badger. That was Travis Free. And now there's a little extra activity after the play. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Flags are throwing everywhere. BB's, a lot of the players are leaving the sideline. I'm not sure what happened there, Matt, but somebody wasn't happy on both sides. All I saw was a BB player come in and full speed.
Coach Tribble's not happy. I don't blame him. You got to keep your composure right there.
I'm anxious to see what the call's going to be. If it's going to be on BB or both sides, yeah.
They're going to be offsetting. And I think if we'd have just let it go, it would have just been on
BB, that's right. They laid what seemed to be the initial hit, but also that's all we saw. There might have been stuff away from the play. The referees are discussing that, and wow, not what you expect to see on opening night.
I mean, here's the flip side of that. And I saw Cooper was tangled up with somebody. You know, you can only let somebody run over you for so long.
Sure.
I mean, you can't just let them throw you to the ground and beat on you. So, I mean, it looked to me like he was more defending himself.
See, and I didn't even see who the player was, but the referees are discussing, and I tell you, that's a very interesting situation to begin here in the first quarter. 3:36 to play in the opening quarter. I tell you, Greenbrier struck first. They forced a 3-and-out against Beebe on the opening drive on the defensive side of the football. Then drove 65 yards for the game's first score and the season's first score. Cooper Wilcox 8-yard out run into the end zone to break the scoreless tie at 7-0. That's where we stand now. Greenbrier forced a BB 3-and-out on the second drive as well.
Here's the only issue I got. I understand offsetting piddles, but if there was a late hit that started that should count. You know, I don't know how it works.
Sure,
obviously it's not real clear because they've taken a long time to figure it out.
Sure, right. You know, here's the issue. It doesn't really matter who the initial hit was on. If there's something else that they deem as extracurricular on the other side, you know.
I'm talking about before the personal fouls. I'm talking about if there was
like
a
holding.
Hit.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're about to find out. I say that we're going to see some signaling. I'm not sure we're going to get a definitive answer. We're going to know at least where the ball's placed and if there's a first down or if we're going to be punting. I would imagine we're going to be punting probably from the same spot.
Offset.
Right. So it probably will be 4th down and 6 for Greenbrier, and they're going to have to punt the ball away. They're talking to
They're looking at something.
Coach Gunter.
Do they have video?
I don't know. That's real interesting.
Some video in the state championship last year, I believe.
Wow. I can't really tell. They're talking to Coach Gunter near the 35-yard line. While we have an opportunity, we want to thank our sponsors.
Our offense is still out there on the sideline.
Man, you're
I'm really wanting this to go our way. I don't know if you can tell.
Sure. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about our sponsors?
Absolutely. Oh, were you queuing me up and I missed it?
I was. You're really interested on what the call's going to be.
I was. So let me pull this up because I don't want to miss anybody.
Sure. And I'm going to keep watching. It looks like we might be getting a decision here soon. This is wild, Matt. They're going to go talk to Coach Tribble now. Gunter got an answer. Doesn't seem too upset about it.
No. All right, so listen up here. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, our founding sponsors. They're back with us this year.
How about that?
Graham Brothers Electric. They were a sponsor last year. They're one of our big sponsors this year. Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Old Bart Southern Needs. All four are bigger sponsors, bigger contributors. And then our what we call the boosters, which are also sponsors who contributed to make this happen, is Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone of Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Wow, and we're a little short-handed. Well, it looks like we got a personal foul on Greenbrier and Beebe. They will offset, so it should bring up 4th down and 6. And
how come it took so long to come to that conclusion?
I don't know. That's a good point.
That was
really
obvious. If you were going to, unless they just couldn't figure it out.
Sure.
Like, let's just call it offsetting.
I think, and this is just from my point of view, all I saw was a late hit there from Beebe. I think they might have been looking to see was there something definitive enough by Greenbrier that would have caused them to offset, or would it be only on Beebe? Nonetheless, Greenbrier is going to have to punt the football away. I don't know if Hewitt usually is going to do the job.
Oh, he may be doing the short punt.
It's exactly what he's doing. We saw the lot from Hogan last year. Bad snap. Hewitt's got to get it away. He's hit. That should be a penalty.
Flag.
They're going to say
why is that not a flag?
They're going to say he tipped the ball first.
He didn't touch the ball.
It'll be at the 36-yard line where they'll down it. That's a tough break. Hewitt's.
What a terrible.
Well, I tell you,
I
I watched the ref there. He said he hit the ball first, and then in that case, if you hit the ball first, diving in. That's what the referee signaled, as you saw with his hand. That's the only thing I can think of. But Beebe will have the football at their own 36-yard line. But I'm with you, man. It definitely, from that angle, definitely looked pretty rough.
It's a great kick for a block.
Oh, my goodness. Well, and for Hewitt to get that football away is very, very impressive.
Good fun anyway, yeah.
1st down and 10 for Beebe at their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Tribble wasn't happy about it either.
And I don't blame him.
I don't either.
But as it stands, Beebe will have the football at their own 36-yard line. Zach Grant in shotgun formation for the Badgers, looking for their first down of the ball game. They'll move a man in motion. Grant gets a snap, fakes the pitch, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he won't do it. He is dumped for a 2-yard loss. That was Gabe Rowe who laid the lick on him in the backfield, and it brings up 2nd down and 12 with 3:06 to play in the opening quarter. I tell you, Grant, little fake pitch up the middle, tried to fool somebody, but Rowe was definitely not deceived.
Jake Hargrave got tackled in the backfield there.
2nd down and 12. Shotgun for Grant again. Trips to the left side. Single receiver to the right side. He gets the snap. Looking left. Now he looks right. Got a man. Completed the 47-yard line. That's a 1st down for Beebe.
He was wide open.
Preston Riddle made the tackle, but it was Ethan Crafton who made the catch for the Badgers, and that will move the chains. 1st and 10, Beebe at their own 48-yard line. That was a nice pass. Looked like a little zone coverage there. Found an opening.
We rushed 3.
Shotgun for Grant again. He's a senior. Same formation. Now they move a man to the left side. Screen, a little dump pass in the flat. He's out across midfield to the 45 to the 44-yard line. 7-yard gain there for Beebe, near a first down. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3. 2:07 to play in the opening quarter. Beebe's 0 for 2 on their first 2 drives, but they've put together a nice drive here, got a first down. They're into Greenbrier territory for the first time. And it's 2nd down and 2 from the 44-yard line. Shotgun formation for Zach Grant. Greenbrier with a 3-man front. Hewitt showing blitz. Grant gets the snap. Loose football. He gets it back, trying to get to the outside edge, and it'll be pushed out of bounds to the 43-yard line. Might have got a yard, and it brings up 3rd down and 1. I tell you, we caught a break there.
Mm-hmm.
If he catches that ball cleanly, he's got a lot more room to the outside edge there.
Sure.
But now a 3rd down and short. Beebe trying to rush and get the snap off quickly. They rush to the line. Grant, QB sneak up the middle. Helmet's off. Lowered his shoulder. He's near the first down. And it looks like the spot that we've got from the down ref down there doesn't look like he got it. That might be 4th down and 1. We're waiting on the signal. And Grant's helmet comes off. He's got to come out of the game for a play.
He does.
It looks like they have to bring out the chains. That's going to be really close. No, I don't think they got it. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's the deal: for a quick run up there and snap it, they waited forever to snap the ball.
Sure, they sure did.
We were set ready.
4th down and short. Beebe's got a decision to make. I don't know why you wouldn't go for it right here.
No, they'll go for it.
Trying to figure out a play here. Greenbrier could have a really big stop here. Beebe's at the 43-yard line of Greenbrier with a big 4th down and about a half yard. Grant's out of the play. It's Adrian Karenko who mans the signal calling. Takes the snap. Trying to draw someone off sides, and we got a timeout Beebe instead. Beebe calling a timeout. Coach Gunner didn't like what he saw, and actually there's flag down on the other side there. We're going to see. It might have been a timeout first.
He called all sides, but he called a timeout.
We're going to see. Should be. Yep, they're going to get the timeout. Greenbrier caught a break.
We caught a break because the only reason there was a timeout is because that second try to get him to jump.
He didn't have a play ready.
Well, that's when we jumped. And
Sure.
Right. They
Right.
called timeout until after that.
But that was what that was designed for. He was trying to draw someone offside.
Well, what I'm saying is that's when we jumped.
That's right. That's
and
right.
The timeout was after that.
Up at the top. Oh, I see. Wow.
Because you don't call timeout before that.
Sure.
You know, so we did catch a break right there.
Well, I tell you, this has turned out to be a really fun game from the onset. Really, we came in, had some
it's exciting.
Sure is. 54 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Greenbrier leads at 7-0, but Beebe's really played some good football, especially here on this drive.
Well, they've done the best thing that they can do, and that's slow us down.
Sure, they've done that well, no doubt about it. 4th down and a half yard. The break for them is Grant gets to come back into the game. He's their starting quarterback.
And that very well could have been the mindset behind that.
Sure.
Let's try to, hey, we've got plenty of timeouts here.
We want our signal caller out there.
Sure. Well, why wouldn't you on 4th and short, right?
That's who I would go to, absolutely. Beebe gets the play they want, rush to the line, jumbo package. Grant playing deep, gets the snap, trying to find a hole up the middle. He's got the first down to the 41-yard line. Got about 1.5 yards, just what he needed, and Beebe will move the chains. That's a tough stance there. Not a bad job there from Greenbrier.
No.
Fortunately, they didn't have 1.5 yards to give up.
No, they didn't.
1st and 10, Beebe at the 41. 3-man front for Greenbrier. Beebe putting together a good 3rd drive of the ballgame after the first 2 drives ended in 3 and outs. Trips to the left side for Grant. Shotgun. Takes a snap, trying to draw someone off sides, and he did that. That might have been Gabriel there. That's tough. I mean,
I hate the high school rule of breaking the plane.
That doesn't really give you a lot of room for error.
No, I mean you're not touching anybody. You can get back, but hey, rule's a rule.
Beebe will have it 1st and 5 now from the 36-yard line. They're moving the chains. And I'll tell you, Matt, we had that a couple times on those 10 yards that were given up as well. That, quite honestly, I didn't really see anything that was definitive. But like we learned from DJ Vanaco a week ago, all you got to do is cross the plane.
Mm-hmm.
So we thank you, DJ. I'm sure you're watching. We really appreciate it. He's our insider for all the expert knowledge on high school football rules here in the state.
Yeah, he schooled us because I sure didn't know that.
Did. Here we go, 1st and 5, Beebe. Grant is in the shotgun formation. Gets the snap. Play action. Looks to the right. Passes low, incomplete. Hit the ground first. He had Logan Stevens over there. The pass had been a little bit better. Might have had a first down.
We got 8 seconds left in this quarter, and they will get another play in the quarter because of the incomplete pass.
If they throw another incomplete pass, might have time for another.
Yeah, they could.
2nd down and 5, though, for Beebe. Both teams we really haven't seen, except for on short plays. Beebe's run a little bit more of a jumbo package. Both teams have run out of shotgun a good little bit in the pistol formation.
Both of them really spreading it out.
Zach Grant, shotgun formation again. Twins to the left side, single receiver to the right side. Moving a man in motion. Grant will give it off up the middle. Not much there at all. In fact, he might have maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. And it brings up 3rd down and 5.
I got another one with the helmet off, and it looks like he might be hurting a little bit. Hope he's okay.
Goodness gracious.
Looks like a lineman.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Well, we saw it was,
he's limping off.
I believe, Alay who got the handoff.
His teammates offered him his back. You like to see that from a teammate. That's a good teammate right there.
Well, it brings up 3rd down and 5, man, at the end of the first quarter. Greenbrier, if we get a little first quarter recap, Greenbrier on their opening drive, they kicked the ball off. Beebe got the ball first. Greenbrier forced 2 3-and-outs on Greenbrier's opening drive. They drove the football 65 yards for a score. It was capped off by a Cooper Wilcox 8-yard run. Beebe on their 3rd drive of the football game now have marched down the field all the way down to the Greenbrier 36-yard line.
And a little excitement in between.
We did. You want to tell us a little bit about that, man?
Well, it's kind of funny because this is kind of become a little bit of a rivalry, I'd say. It's not a conference matchup. They are the same classification. But, Beebe wants to beat these boys. I mean, it's been a while, and Beebe's program has been down. They're consistently improving. And, I tell you what, based on what we've seen tonight, I expect them to have a much improved season.
Absolutely. Coach Gunner's done a great job.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll tell you, this facility is really nice as well.
They spent a lot of money and done a lot of great work here improving their facilities. And that's what you got to do. I mean, if you've got an administration, they've got a good school board. I know Jason Smith, my boss, is actually on the school board here.
He's good people.
He is a great guy. He's been just amazing to me as an employer, and they care about these kids. They care about this program, and they're pouring the money and themselves into this program to help it grow, which we've seen at Greenbrier. With our new indoor facility, and it's just good that you've got the funds, the ability to make things like that happen. It really gives these students just a great opportunity.
Shotgun formation for Grant. 3rd down and 5 as you get ready to start the second quarter. Grant gets the snap. Looking right, looking deep. Down the right sideline. Pass is going to be complete inside the 10, down to the 4-yard line. Beebe with a big pass down the right sideline, and now they are knocking on the door. Matt, that was a big play there. And it's a 1st down for Beebe. Well, Beebe's knocking on the door now. 1st and 4 with 11:42 to play in the second quarter. That was a big pass down the sideline there. That was Karenko, I believe, for Beebe. And now they're at the 4-yard line. Trying to punch it in. Shotgun for Grant. Hands it off to the left side, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he'll lose yard back to the 5-yard line.
Another helmet popped off.
That was Eli Weaver who made the tackle. Second down and goal from the 6. 11:08 to play, clock rolling. This will be a good time to see the goal line defense a little bit.
Yeah.
Inside the red zone defense.
We need to make a stop here. We do.
And quite honestly, done a good job of forcing him to 3rd down. Just need to be able to finish the play.
Yeah.
Credit Beebe, though. They've made some big plays when they needed to. Grant with a nice pass down the right sideline.
Yeah, he's been fairly, pretty accurate today.
Second down and goal from the 6. Grant trying to
They
draw a
jump,
man
they
off
jump.
sides, and indeed they'll get him. That should be half the distance to the – oh, there's a timeout instead. We've caught another break. Wow.
No, that wasn't a break for us. They jumped. Their guard jumped.
Well,
right
our guy jumped as well.
Yeah,
that's
because,
what.
but I mean, if they
Sure,
jump,
no,
it's
sure,
yeah.
right. But my thing is, I don't know if he saw that. The guy on the
Yeah, I
ground
don't know if he did either.
Usually it's the backfield calling
it looked
offside.
like he was looking our direction. It did.
Either way, that's another timeout, and with 10:43 to play, really both defenses have done a pretty nice job of keeping both teams at bay.
They have. We need to get the ball back and let this offense go down and make some noise.
Defense has been on the field for a long time.
You know, something like that is what will change the pace back. You know, we had the pace going our way. That third down with all the extra stuff just kind of seemed like it changed the
momentum a little bit.
Here's what it did for Beebe. It got them fired up.
Sure
did.
did.
They lost nothing right there.
Still was fourth down. That's right. Well, second down and 6 here when we get set here out of the timeout. And I tell you, from what we saw from Beebe a year ago, this looks like a completely different football team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They returned 19 starters.
Yeah,
that helps.
That helps tremendously.
But we're returning 13 ourselves, and a lot of key contributors. Second down and goal from the 6 here.
I got a quarterback that can throw the football. And
that's a big bonus. He's a darn good one, too. Zach Grant will be in shotgun formation for Beebe. He's really been that way most of the night. Twin receivers to both the left and right sides. Gets the snap, low snap, looks to the left, looks for the back of the end zone, overthrown, out of bounds. That was good coverage down that way by Jackson Harp. Forced the overthrown pass, and it brings up third down and goal from the 6.
All right, we need a big stop right here.
And I'm going to ask you this periodically throughout the season. Third down and 6. If they don't get any yardage, it's 4th and 6. Do you go for it on 4th, or do you take the field goal?
If I'm them, I go for it, just because you're kind of coming in. I mean, you kind of knowing you're the underdog in this deal.
Sure.
And I don't think they think 3 points is going to get them a whole lot in this football game.
Zach Grant's coming out of the ball game. No, excuse me, he's still in there. Dagan West comes in for Beebe. Shotgun again for the Badgers. Greenbrier with a 5-man front. Snap for Grant. Looks left. Got a man near the goal line, and he dropped it. I mean, Greenbrier catching a break.
Break right there.
Bobbled. I mean, he was right at the goal line. If he hangs on to that, we're tied.
Looked like Hart may have slipped on the coverage there. May have fell.
And Beebe might be setting up for the field goal.
Looks like they are. Going to take their 3.
They sure enough are. Rodriguez will be on to attempt the field goal from the 6-yard line. It'll be about an 18-yarder. A little bit right down the middle. Rodriguez, the snap's down, the kick's up. He got plenty of distance on that one, and the kick splits the uprights. Beebe did what we didn't think they were going to do after they were forced to a 4th down. They kicked the field goal. They get some points out of the deal. 7-3 our score with 10:30 to play until halftime. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
And we're back. Again, I just want to really express our appreciation for our sponsors, ASI and First Security, been here since the beginning. But, so many others, Grand Brothers Electric, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Land Works, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Chef Lynn, Swanky Southern Paducah Salon, and, of course, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway. We will have some commercials up here soon.
Sure will.
But regardless, we want to definitely express our appreciation and make sure you go see these guys and give them business. I mean, they're pouring into us. We want to pour back into them.
That's exactly right. Rodriguez will be on to kick the football off for Beebe. It'll be Kane Griffin, Thatcher Strack, and Carter McElhenney who will be back deep to receive the kick. Rodriguez sets up the football on the very far right hash. A low line drive kick, and that's booted. It'll be taken by McElhenney up the middle. He's to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Gets to the outside edge, the 25 to the 30. He's got speed. He's across the 35 to the 40. Across midfield, still inbounds at the 40. Inside the 30. A huge kickoff return for McElhenney. All the way down to the BB 26-yard line. My goodness gracious, Matt.
You know,
he
when
took
you
that from the 3-yard line,
yes.
a whole 62 yards.
And when you see McElhenney with the ball, you just automatically think speed, because he's one of the fastest kids in the state. But he was tough right there too. I mean, he was coming off of hits and shucking tackles.
The deal is, not only does he have speed, he's got breakaway speed and he's got quick motors. He's got a quick first step, and after that, it's off to the races. And he puts Greenbrier in a great position after a huge return. Shotgun for Wilcox now on 1st and 10. He'll give it off to Weaver to the outside edge. Breaks a tackle. He's inside the 20. Makes a man miss. Inside the 15. Inside the 10. Down to the 8-yard line. A first down for Greenbrier. 18 yards there from Eli Weaver. And Greenbrier's in business again.
Let me tell you, JB, we talked about this last week, but, you know, the past 2 years with Nick Hewitt and Trey Havens, we've seen a lot of just power running football. Eli Weaver gives you a whole another aspect to this offense with his speed on the edge.
Shotgun for Wilcox inside the 10-yard line. He'll give it off to Weaver again. Makes a man miss. Inside the 5. Touchdown, Greenbrier. Eli Weaver again. From the moment he handed off the football, made one man miss, and it was over after that.
2 plays?
8-yard runs, 2 plays on the third drive of the ball game. Greenbrier punches it in again from 8 yards out, and they take a 13-3 lead on the Eli Weaver 8-yard run. That's awesome. But I tell you what, that big run there from McElhenney is what set that whole thing up. As Griffin's PAT is up and good, Greenbrier takes a 14-3 lead, and we're going to hit a break. And
I think we got commercials now.
We sure do.
Let's do it.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we are back. I'm glad we got the commercials running. We're running on a smaller crew than normal.
Yeah, we are short-staffed like every other entity in the United States right now.
It's the same for us. You're right, Matt. 9:56 to play until halftime. Greenbrier, that was a big third drive of the game. That's what they needed. That is exactly what they needed. They take a 14-3 lead there. But I tell you, Carter McElhenney, a 71-yard return. I did my math wrong. Not 61, 71 yards.
Aren't you a mathematician?
You know, I was debating on whether I actually said the actual amount because I knew when I admitted messing up, you know, Talon's not here anymore. That's right. That's exactly right. But he's the one who really set that whole thing up. I mean, my goodness. 2 plays later,
yeah, that's right.
Eli Weaver took it 26 yards in 2 plays and did the rest. And it'll be Turnage who's getting set to approach the football. It's a high end-over-end kick taken inside at the 6-yard line for Beebe. He's out across the 10 to the 15 to the 20, across the 25 to the 28-yard line, still running out to the 30 before it looks like they finally bring him down at the 32-yard line.
They are really doing a lot of extra chipping away.
I mean, there was a couple of times I thought we had him down, and he just kept moving. That was a good return there. I think that was Dagan West. Or excuse me, no, that was Braden Sanders with a return there for Beebe. Greenbrier's got a 14-3 lead now, and I tell you, again, we've talked about that. They're 2 for 3 now on their drives. They had a one drive that was really stalled by Beebe. Did a really good job of halting them.
Yeah.
Beebe on their last drive, really, Greenbrier did the best case scenario, forced them to a field goal.
Yeah, you know, that quick score was what we needed. I mean, we've got to turn the pace back on.
Zach Grant in the shotgun formation. Looks right for a quick screen pass. It's going to be complete to the outside edge of the 35 to the 39-yard line. Nice play there, actually. That was Adrian Karenko really made the most of that situation. Got 6 yards out of it. It brings up 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, he got a lot more out of that play than what was originally there.
Ball's at the 39-yard line. Shotgun formation again for Grant. 3-man front for Greenbrier. Grant gets a snap. Screen pass again. This time it's to Stevens. He's got the first down across the 45, near midfield to the 49-yard line before he's finally brought down by Keaton Whitley. That's a first down, though, for the Badgers, and they're right near midfield.
Yeah, they did a lot of chop blocks right there on the line of scrimmage. That's the worst when you're a defensive lineman.
Nothing you can do
there's
about
nothing you can do about it. It just, well, you know, here's the deal. You typically when it happens, you're not expecting it. And so when they get in your legs, it's tough. But it's effective.
9:16 to play until halftime. Clock rolling. Pistol formation for Grant. Got trips to the right side. Fakes the snap. Now he looks to the sideline trying to get the play. Grant moves a man in motion. Now he gives it off up the middle to his tailback. He's across midfield down to the 46-yard line.
Looked like about a 5-yard game right there from I didn't see. Who did you say had the ball?
Well, that's what I was trying to find out. It looked like that was Joseph Smith. 2nd down and 5 for Beebe. Again, we apologize. We're doing a lot of different things at once here. 14-3. Had to fix the scoreboard there.
Yeah, you did. You got it, though. You're the man, JB. You got a lot more going on than I do.
Matt,
I just have to sit here and talk and tell you what people say to do.
You do a really good job at that, let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
They give it off to Smith up the middle. He did not get much. Across the 45 to the 42-yard line, but Dawson Spencer tripped him up. They'll actually give him the 44-yard line, and it brings up 3rd down and 3. Beebe getting to the line quick. Grant trying to get the snap. QB keeper up the middle. He's to the 41 to the 40 or the 42-yard line. That's where they're going to stop him. He didn't get it. Where that referee line? Oh, they got him a good spot. He was lined up at the 42. Now they put him to the 41. I don't think it may be enough for a first down, though. We're going to see.
They started a little early on there, too.
And it's going to be a little bit short. 4th down and, man, maybe a half yard,
yeah,
Matt.
Not much. Not much at all.
What do you do if you're Beebe? I mean, that got you a little bit.
You got to just go up the middle. I mean,
Greenbrier's running a 3-man front. Looks like they're running more of a.
They're going to try to get us to jump, probably.
Little wildcat formation, as Adrian Karenko will be the signal caller. Tries to fake the snap. Now Greenbrier's prepared for that one now. We might be ready for a timeout, and indeed we're going to get one.
It's going to be their 3rd and final one.
Well, that's going to be it. Their last time out for the half. 7:09 to play until halftime. Greenbrier leads it 14-3. We're going to hit a break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, there we go. It's going to be 4th down and about a half yard with 7:09 to play until halftime. Greenbrier leads it 14-3. A quick scoring recap, really. It's been Cooper Wilcox and Eli Weaver with both scores, both from 8 yards out. That wraps up the scoring for Greenbrier. And Rodriguez has a field goal for Beebe. Beebe's driving, though, here on their fourth drive of the game.
So do they do the fake snap? What do you call it? It's a
direct snap?
No, the try to get you to jump.
Oh, a fake snap. Yeah. Well, they've been doing that, and it seems like that might be what they plan to do.
If you do it now, you got to have a play ready, though.
Well, they're going to have a jumbo package. Karanko's in the backfield. He's the signal caller. Jumbo formation. Gets the snap. Trying to go up the middle. Trying to get to the outside edge, actually. He's going to do it. He's inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. They'll give him the 34-yard line. Nope, they give him the 36. And it'll be a first down and 10 for Beebe. A nice run to the outside edge. He started up the middle. Wasn't a great snap. Started up the middle, then made a move outside, and that's a first down for the Badgers.
Shannon Howard's getting tired of getting tackled.
First and 10, Beebe inside the 40-yard line at the 36. They've put together some really good drives.
Yeah, they have.
Shotgun for Grant. He's back into the ball game now. Hewitt showing blitz. Grant gets the snap, looks right. Pass complete at the 31-yard line before he's wrapped up and tackled by Dawson Spencer and Shannon Howard.
Shannon's got he's got a little aggression pent up because they've been tackling him when they've been blocking him, and he's just several times he's been like, they're grabbing me, and he got a chance to level one right there, and he did.
Second down and 7 from the 33-yard line, 6:37 to play until halftime. Greenbrier leads at 14-3. But Beebe's really giving them all they can handle here in the first half.
They're trying to slow down the pace. That's the best thing they can do. They know if they can slow the pace, they can keep our offense off the field.
Grant to the pistol formation for the Badgers. Gets the snap. Play action. Rolling left. In trouble now. Little dump pass overthrown, and Greenbrier lays a lick on him. That was Jacob Mathis who popped him. No flags on the play. Good job there by Mathis. He'll make him remember that one.
Yeah, Eli Weaver just missed an interception right there. And let me tell you, with Eli, if he'd have caught that, it would have been 6.
Oh, well, he would have taken it to the house, absolutely. There was nobody near him, and he was coming full speed, headed the other way. But as it stands, it's 3rd down and 6 from the 33-yard line. This is a big 3rd down from Beebe. I'll tell you, though, the way that we saw their kicker hit a moment ago,
got some legs.
I don't know what his depth is, what his range is, but I'd venture to say, it might not be a terrible idea to put him out there and try to kick one.
I mean, he's definitely got a heck of a leg.
3rd down and 6, Grant. Shotgun formation. Big play here. QB keep. Goes to the left side. Lowers his shoulder. Inside the 30. Down to the 32-yard line, and he is a yard short. It'll bring up 4th down and 1, but it's not like they haven't been here before. It's the 3rd time we've seen 4th and short.
They're going to go that quick snap.
That quick snap. Here we go. To the line quickly. Grant gets the snap. Lowers his shoulder. He's got the first down. 11 at the 25-yard line for Beebe. That'll be enough for a first down. If I'm not mistaken, they're 3 for 3 on 4th down.
They are.
Beebe moves the chains. Give them credit. They played really well. They're playing at home. They're utilizing that well and making some big plays as Zach Grant's coming off the field.
Looks like timeout.
Okay, Greenbrier wants a timeout, and really not a bad timeout at all. With 5:53 to play until halftime, Greenbrier leads at 14-3, but Beebe is marching down the field. We're going to hit a break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, there we go out of the timeout. 1st and 10, Beebe at the Greenbrier 25-yard line. And, Greenbrier finished the season 2-7 a year ago. Greenbrier beat them 55-6. Well, this has not been anything close to last year's matchup. It's a new year for Beebe. Greenbrier looked good in the scrimmage game against Sylvan Hills, put it on them. But Beebe really has come out in full force, and they're here to play, Matt.
They are. They're fired up. They want this game just as much as we do.
You know, Beebe was picked to finish 6th in the 5A Central. There are only 7 teams in that league. But I tell you,
It's a tough one.
It is. I mean, you got PA, Little Rock Christian. But I tell you, they've returned 19 starters. They have a new offense. We saw that, how I mean, really, last year with Coach Gunter coming in, setting up a new offense. We're seeing a little bit more of the fruits on their end for how that's working for them. But hey, give our Panthers credit. I mean, they've played a really good job against the defense on the defensive side against Beebe. Beebe's really just nickeled and dimed them.
They have. You know, they've got it close, then converted. You know.
Well, I'll tell you, we scored quick on that second score of the game. Really don't think it gave a whole lot of time for our defense. They were out there on the field a long time, and then our offense scores just like that after the kickoff return in 2 plays, and the defense is back on the field. Shotgun formation for Grant and Beebe at the 25-yard line. He moves a man in motion. Now Grant gets the snap, low snap, looks left, trying to find someone deep down the left sideline, overthrown. And matter of fact, it was a little bit too far, and really was closer to Keaton Whitley than it was his intended receiver.
Yeah, we did a real good job of jamming that receiver early, and because of that, he wasn't able to get downfield.
2nd down and 10. Beebe's got the football at the 25-yard line of Greenbrier. Greenbrier scored twice in the opening quarter. No one scored here in the second just yet. He gets the snap, screen pass to the outside edge. That's Logan Stevens. He'll get out to the 18-yard line.
Close to first down. He's a couple yards shy. They just keep getting it close to that first down, and then, they've been able to convert on the short yardage.
3rd down and 2. Jumbo package. Grant, QB keeper, up the middle. He'll have what appears to be a first down at the right around the 20-yard line. We'll see what the call's going to be. It looks like they're going to give him a first down. 1st and 10. I say the 20. I'm at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 15, and Beebe's moving the chains, man. They're playing really.
This is what they want to do. They want to slow it down and keep the possession on offense.
Adrian Karanko will come in to the ball game. Looks like he's going to man the middle. No, it's actually still Grant out there. I just couldn't see him. Grant's out there. Caleb Perkins is in the backfield with him. He moves Perkins to the outside edge. Grant loosens the football, picks it back up, looks left for the back of the end zone, incomplete. That's good defense there on the outside edge. Believe that was Keaton Whitley. He was all over him. That was going to be tough. He had to thread the needle to make a play there. Beebe couldn't do it, and it brings up 2nd down and 10. From the 15-yard line inside the red zone, Greenbrier forced them to a field goal. The first time Beebe made it into the red zone, trying to do the same thing here. Second down and 10 for Beebe. 5:10 to play until halftime. Greenbrier leads it 14-3. Shotgun for Grant. Hewitt showing blitz. And I think they might have drawn him off sides.
Yeah, they did.
Hewitt was showing blitz. He definitely was blitzing. Unfortunately, he blitzed a little too soon.
A little quick. Yeah, that just extends the drive. It's not what you want, but
it'll bring up 2nd down and 5 from the 10-yard line now. And this really is it's early, first game of the season. You're going to see a lot of penalties. You're going to see a lot of that stuff. That's just kind of what you expect.
In his mind, during the play, he stopped on the first hard count, and so he thought the second one was going to be
right. Zach Grant in shotgun formation. Gets the snap, hands it off to Smith up the middle. He's going to get inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down by about 2 yards, but it brings up 3rd down and 2. Clock rolling with 4:45 to play until halftime. Grant and the Badgers trying to get back to the line quickly. They're trying to set it up. Grant, QB keeper, goes to the outside edge. He's got the first down inside the 5 down to the 2-yard line. Near a first down, a little extracurricular activity again. No flags so far, but Beebe trying to run it again quickly. 1st and goal from the 2. Keeper for Grant up the middle, but we're going to have a timeout before the snap was called. Looks like they're going to give Beebe. I thought that was already their 3rd timeout. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. That's Greenbrier.
That was us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Greenbrier calls a timeout. I was about to say, why would they call a timeout?
Yeah,
that makes sense. 4:24 to play, though, Matt. We're going to hit a break. Greenbrier with the timeout. And Beebe's in business. They are knocking on the door. First and goal from the 2-yard line. Greenbrier wants to talk it over. We will take the break with them. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, there we go, Matt, with 4:24 to play until halftime. Still plenty of time.
Yeah.
But first and goal from the 2. What you'd really like to see here from Greenbrier is a great goal line stance. Beebe's going to have 4 tries to punch it in. They're going to start that shotgun formation from Grant. He's got twins to the right side. Single receiver left side. Gets the snap, low snap, looking to pass, lobs it up. It's going to be complete. Inbounds, touchdown for Logan Stevens. And it looks like Beebe has struck again. That's their first touchdown of the ball game. There's a Greenbrier player still down on the field.
I didn't see who that was over there.
You know, and he's been down the whole play.
That's Jackson Harp.
That's Jackson Harp. I'll tell you, that's excellent coverage. There's not much you can do. He was just too tall and got him up, and that's going to be 6 points. 14-9 Beebe after the touchdown. Wait, they say he didn't make it?
Yeah, they're going.
No, they're going for 2. They got to be going for 2.
Swinging gate. They'll probably kick it, but they're running the swinging gate.
Gotcha.
The swinging gate.
14-9. Beebe's got the lead to 5. They might be going for 2 to try to make it field goal range. To be honest with you, Matt. Karenko gets a snap, looking to go right. Got time. Look, he's got time to pass. Flags are down. It's going to be complete. Beebe completes the 2-point conversion, but there's flags are down. It's going to be a hold. Indeed it is. Beebe's excited, but it's going to be all for naught. They'll have it first and goal on this 2-point conversion. I guess it's not first in anything. It'll be from the 12-yard lines where they have to attempt this next try.
Yeah, unless it depends on where they call the hold. Could be back even further.
That's a bummer if you're Beebe. Really made a good play there, but that also makes you wonder. It also makes you wonder if sorry, we had to fix the quarter there. 14, man, we really need another guy, don't we, Matt?
Yeah, we do. You do.
Rodriguez will now be on to kick the extra point. That was an opportunity for them to get the 2-point conversion. The flag pushes them back. Rodriguez is going to have to kick about a 24-yard PAT. The snap is down. The kick is up. It's got plenty of distance. And the extra point attempt is right through the uprights. 14-10, our score is Beebe.
Plenty of time left.
Cuts the lead to 4 with 4:19 to play. We're going to hit a quick break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
It's your mom's quarter.
Well, here we go. Well, there we go, Matt. With 4:19 to play until halftime.
Got just enough time to go down there and score, make it 21-10 at the half.
Beebe's giving Greenbrier. They've stuck with them. Give them credit.
Oh, they have.
Carter McElhinney.
They got to be proud of what they've done here.
I'll tell you, Carter McElhinney had a 71-yard return last time. He'll be waiting to return the kick here from Rodriguez. I doubt they kick it to him. Thatcher Strack, McElhenney, and Kane Griffin are in the backfield. And Rodriguez is getting set to approach the football. It'll be a high end-over-end kick, going to go into the end zone. Strack will take it, but he's not going to bring that one out. I guess he can anyway. So there we go. Well, Greenbrier will have the football after it. That was a good boot there from Rodriguez.
I tell you, he has got a leg and a half.
At the high school level to boot that's pretty impressive.
It is.
It'll be 1st and 10 Greenbrier from their own 25-yard line with 4:18 to play. Greenbrier leads at 14-10 against Beebe, but like we've said previously, Beebe's played really good football. This will be the 4th drive of the game for Greenbrier. They're 2 for 3 thus far.
Yep. We can score in a hurry.
Cooper Wilcox
Wouldn't be shocked to see us throw it downfield here.
will be in shotgun formation. Twin receivers to both the left and right side. Hewitt's in the backfield with him. Play action. Wilcox going to keep it. He's out across the 20 to the 30. Makes the man miss to the 40. Still on his feet. The 45. Across midfield. Flags are down. We're going to see what the flag's about.
It's going to be a clip. It's a clip.
Wilcox with a big run. That's going to be a 1st down. But
It was wide. It was plain as day. Blocking the back.
And indeed it is. Pushing the back on Greenbrier. That's still going to be a 1st down, but it'll be 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So Greenbrier gets the 1st down. Wilcox with a heck of a run, though.
Oh, he did. He even took a lick and still going.
A little QB keep there. Greenbrier will have the football at the 39-yard line after the penalty. 1st and 10. Still got 14 yards out of the deal. Shotgun for Wilcox. Same formation as the last play. Wilcox gets the snap, low snap, looks left. Got a man, a little curl, complete out to the 45 near midfield to Carter McElhaney. That's going to be right around 1st down yardage. Looks like they're going to move the chains. Well, let's see.
Yeah,
they're moving the chains. That's a 1st down for Greenbrier at the 49-yard line.
Cooper did a good job getting that snap up off the ground and getting it to Carter, and then Carter took an 8-yard gain and turned it into 11.
Big play there. 1st and 10 Greenbrier from the 49 with 3:55 to play until halftime. Wilcox gets the snap. QB keep again. That left side across midfield inside the 45, inside the 40. Lowers his shoulder. He's down to the 36-yard line, near the 35-yard line. That's a 15-yard gain for Wilcox, and Greenbrier moves the chains. Wilcox has got some speed, doesn't he?
Man, he can run the football.
1st and 10 Greenbrier with 3:45 to play. Wilcox getting the signal. We see Reed Nixon's in the ballgame. He's down near on the bottom of your screen. Hewitt's in the backfield. Thatcher Strack's going to be on the right side with Nixon, and we'll see McElhaney.
Is that maybe Gabriel out there?
Gabriel. Shotgun Wilcox. Gives it up the middle to Hewitt. He'll get back to the line, and that's it. No yards, no gain on the play there, and brings up 2nd down and 10 with 3:11 to play. Clock rolling. Greenbrier leads at 14-10. This is their 4th drive of the ball game. They're 2 for 3, 66%. The only 2 scores they've had have both been from 8 yards out. Eli Weaver with an 8-yard run. Wilcox with a QB keep from 8 yards.
Yeah.
14-10. Wilcox with twin receivers to both the right and left side. We say Gabriel on the right. Wilcox gets the snap. Looks left, little curl again, complete. That's McElhaney inside the 20. He's going to go the 10, 5, touchdown, Matt. That's Carter McElhaney down the left sideline on a curl. Greenbrier strikes again, and they've doubled him up. It's 20-10.
Man, when he turned inside and he had that little gap there to go, it was like there was no doubt. With his wheels, man, he turns it on, and he is gone.
And you know the crazy thing with McElhaney is you look at him, you see, if you don't know what number he's, it doesn't matter. You can see how fast he's moving, and you know it's McElhaney. As Turnage on to kick the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good there from Turnage. Greenbrier takes a 21-10 lead. What a play there from McElhaney. He's done it on the kickoff. He's done it through the air. That one was a nice one, Matt. I tell you, 30-yard touchdown pass to Carter McElhaney.
This offense is good, man, and we saw that last week. We knew it was going to be. The best thing Beebe can do is keep doing what they're doing. They've kept it's an 11-point game only because we just scored, because they've been able to slow us down and they've been able to convert on 3rd and 4th.
But the 3 out of the 4 drives, Greenbrier's been really impressive.
They
2 of
have.
those, we've scored really, really quick.
Yep, that's right. We have.
But McElhaney, I tell you, I mean, he's looking real impressive. You know, the kickoff return with his speed, 71 yards earlier, he led to a quick score for Greenbrier. And then on this drive, a couple of plays. He had a couple of curls. One, he got the 10 to 11-yard play.
Both of
and
them
then
the
30
corner.
yards to the house to cap off the 4th drive of the ball game for Greenbrier. They lead at 21-10 against Beebe on the road. But I tell you, you know, the score the way it is, obviously looking good, but Beebe's not a bad football team.
They're one of those that just keep grinding.
They're a gritty team.
They're grinding. You know, maybe we can get a stop right here. We've got, I think, 2 timeouts left. I think we've got 2 left.
Yeah. Well, no, I think we got 1. We used 2.
One. Okay.
Yeah. 2:41 to play, though, until halftime. That gives Beebe plenty of time, but what you'd like to see here is a 3-and-out.
That's right.
Greenbrier get the football back.
I mean, we can score with a minute.
Oh, absolutely. We've done it twice.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And I tell you, when you got McElhaney and his speed, my goodness gracious, 71-yard kickoff return, 41 yards on receiving on that last drive. He is a load. As Bradley Turnage will be set to approach the football and kick it away for the Panthers, and it'll be a high end-over-end kick taken at the 6-yard line. Across the 10, 15 for Beebe. Makes a man miss, trying to get to the edge, not going to do it. And they're going to wrestle him down near the 23-yard line. That'll be about a 20-yard return, but Beebe will start business inside their own 25-yard line. 2:33 to go until halftime, Matt. And Greenbrier's looked good. 21-10 score, 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground. Eli Weaver, Cooper Wilcox, both from 8 yards out, and then a 30-yard touchdown pass to Carter McElhaney. But I'll tell you, 22 of those yards were after the catch.
Uh-oh, we got one down.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Looks like a cramp. Is it Jacob?
I hope that's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, he was holding his leg like it was a cramp. I think that's Thatcher, I believe.
Yeah, well, I can't see with the number, but
I can't.
It was 42.
No, 42.
No, we don't have 42, so I don't know. Mysterious
32.
player.
That's Harp.
Jackson Harp.
It looks like he was grabbing like he was cramping.
Gotcha.
And that may have been what was wrong with him down here in the end zone.
Sure.
Which,
Earlier.
hey, this time of year.
Oh, it's early. Yeah,
you
that's
see
right.
it. You see cramp. It's hot. You're sweating a lot. It's hard to keep enough fluids in.
But what I was saying earlier was a McElhaney on that 30-yard catch. What's impressive mostly is 8 yards of that were the catch. 22 was the yards after the catch. He really did a nice job. McElhaney's really been a staple player for this whole the last 2 drives. 2:33 to play. Beebe will have the football. Greenbrier's up by 11. 2-possession ball game. Greenbrier's got the lead.
So we got 2:33 on the clock.
Beebe's shown, really, they've driven the football up the field every single time except their opening drive. This is their 5th possession and drive of the football game.
We better get somebody out here on these receivers.
Shotgun for Zach Grant. 3-man front for Greenbrier. Grant gets the snap. Looks right. Now he's in trouble. Rolls right. Looking deep. He's got a man open. Down to the 40-yard line, but he overthrew him. And I tell you, if that one's on the money, Beebe might still be running.
Looked like his receiver gave up on him a little bit.
I tell you, though, that was Brentsfield, Adian Brentsfield, who was open downfield.
Let me tell you, that was a long
Excuse
pass.
me. That was Caleb Perkins, excuse me. But I tell you, if Perkins, that was a deep post route. If Perkins keeps running and that ball comes in a little bit more, I tell you, he might still be running with the football, Matt.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, he threw that ball a long ways.
He sure did. He threw it 60 yards at least. Zach Grant, shotgun formation again for Beebe. Gets the snap. He'll give it off to Smith up the middle, and he will not get much at all. He was hit in the backfield by Bryce Allison.
Yep.
He wrestles him down, and it brings up third down and long.
So say, do we call our timeout? But you really don't have to call your timeout.
No, 2:11 to go. I'd save it right here. You're assuming you're going to make a stop. Obviously, a 3rd and 11. Now, Beebe's in trouble. Got to make a big player. No timeouts left. Got to kind of figure something out here as Perkins comes back onto the field for the Badgers. And Skyler Richardson will walk off. Zach Grant trying to get the play. 9 seconds left on the play clock.
They don't have a timeout either.
5 seconds to go. They got to get the snap off here quickly. 2 seconds to go. I don't know. He gets it off just in time. Grant in the shotgun. Pass over the middle, incomplete. There's a late hit on Grant. No flags are thrown, though.
I think he was thrown by a lineman. May not actually.
Well, he rolled.
Yeah.
Sure. What I'm saying is, though, it probably wasn't going to be a flag.
Right.
Because that's the hardest part, I think. It's 4th down and long. Greenbrier's going to or Beebe's going to have to punt. You have that opportunity to still hit the quarterback.
You do.
You have that short window.
Yeah.
But like you said, especially if a lineman threw him down,
Right.
we're not going to see a flag at all. Carter McElhenney back deep to return here on this punt with 1:35 to go. Matt, and I tell you, Rodriguez getting set to punt. He's got a boot on him, but that gives it plenty of opportunity for McElhenney to get a return.
That's right.
We haven't really seen him return a punt just yet. Rodriguez, big punt down the field. McElhenney going to let it hit. It's a good bounce, too. Inside the 40, inside the 30, inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. How about that? That's a 50-yard punt, Matt.
You know what's funny, too, is his first punt was really short.
Was.
And so I thought, well, this might be to our advantage, but he's done nothing but kick the ball a long way since.
Well, if you're Beebe, that is the best-case scenario right there.
Sure.
50-yard punt. Sure, he got a couple of bounces to help, but my goodness, 50 yards is really impressive. Greenbrier will be backed up inside their own territory. They'll be at their own 22-yard line with 1:24 to go.
This is what's fun to watch right here. This
little 1 minute, 2 minute drill.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because they're good at it. We saw a couple times last year with just a few seconds left. We hit Carter on there one time before the half for a 60, 70-yard touchdown.
That's fun to see.
Yeah, it's fun.
Shotgun for Wilcox. Empty backfield. Trips to the right side, twins to the left side. 3-man front for Beebe. Gets the snap. Wilcox got time. He's going to keep it up the middle. He's across the 20. Gets to the outside, the 25 to the 30. He's near the first down. Flags are thrown, and that's going to be a push in the back, it looks like.
It's so blatant and wide open.
Was that Reed Nixon who pushed him, and it might have been?
That may go against them right there. Another flag thrown.
Wow. It's getting a little chippy out there.
I'm telling you, man, they've been doing a lot.
And the head coach at Beebe's not happy. I think that's Gunner, isn't it?
Yeah.
He is not happy with the call.
Throw one on him.
It's going to be a block in the back. Should be, at least on Greenbrier. I'm not sure. The other call is going to be personal foul, perhaps.
It's going to be personal foul, but here's the deal. They've been doing it the whole game.
We're going to see those penalties then should probably offset. They're both 15-yarders, correct? Or is it going to be?
Block in the back might just be 10.
Oh, is that right? Well, even so, it's still going to be first down.
Yeah.
In this case,
I don't think the distance matters in the offsetting, does it? I don't think they do. I think a 5-yard and a 15 will offset.
I do. I think that's right. We need DJ Vanaco
Yeah,
to give us the
DJ
answers.
Vanaco, we need your text.
We got a personal foul. Yeah, they're going to say penalties offset. That's exactly what it was. There was a personal foul. He pointed at Greenbrier.
But if penalties offset, it should go back to, it seems to me if a penalty offsets, it would go back to
original line of scrimmage. Well,
I'm not going to argue with it. I'll take the first down here.
We've had a lot of drama, so to speak. A lot of stuff to figure out.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to me like this is a hard decision. You got to go back.
They're going to go back to the line of scrimmage. That's right. 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Greenbrier, basically as if that play never happened. They'll do it again. As if it never happened. 1st and 10 again for the 22. You just lost 8 seconds is all.
And here's the deal. Both of those were big. Both of these personal foul deals have worked out really well for Beebe.
You're right. They had a big opportunity last time when that happened. You're right. Love to see Greenbrier make something out of this, though.
They still only took the yardage off for the clip.
So, really, we got 2 yards out of the – they're going to say it's 2nd down and 10. We lost a play, perhaps. Is that right? No, it should be first. The scoreboard says 2nd and 10. Yeah, that's right. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun for Wilcox. Twins to both the left and right side. He gets the snap, loose football. He's going to jump on it. I think he might have gotten it back. We'll see. There's a lot of extra pushing going on. Looks like Greenbrier got it back. And I tell you, I know it's not fun to not have those things happen, but the worst case thing there is to turn the football over deep in your own territory. Greenbrier gets it back. They're throwing 19.
Second down. Clock is running.
Second down and 12. 49 seconds to go.
We're going to call timeout.
And Greenbrier will call their final timeout of the half with 46 seconds to go, Matt. We'll hit a break. When we come back, we'll have the final plays of the first half. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, here we go, Matt. 46 seconds left until halftime. Greenbrier's up by 11, trying to add to it a little bit, but they've kind of been screeching to a halt here in the last two
It's been a little
plays.
sloppy at times.
And it's early. Cooper Wilcox, shotgun formation, gets the snap. Looking down the right sideline. Little curl route out of bounds. Nixon didn't catch it. They're going to say it hit the ground first. Brings up third down and 12 with 41 seconds. And I'll tell you, third down here, if you don't get the ball, get the first down, Beebe's going to get the football back. And it won't leave a lot of time on the clock, but you really like to make the most of this possession.
Yeah, you do.
And that's probably pretty obvious to state. But shotgun for Wilcox, trips to the left side, single receiver right side. Wilcox gets the snap, looking left. He's got some time. Steps deep, plants his foot, got a man overthrown at the 48-yard line. That was Thatcher Strack at the 48. He had him open, but just a little bit too far, and that'll bring up fourth down and long. Beebe will probably get the football back. So 4th and 12, Beebe will get the football back. We'll be under 34 seconds with the football. Hewitt's going to be on to punt it away. We saw Noah Hogan do it a good bit last year.
Yeah, we did.
Hewitt will get the job here. Hewitt gets the snap, and he punts it away. And it'll be taken at the 50-yard line by Beebe. Out across inside the 45 to the 46-yard line. Late hit, and that's going to be on Beebe.
There's another one.
That one's going to be on Aiden Brentsfield. That was obvious.
I'm going to tell you, I hope they keep doing it because the officials are finally seeing it now.
Wow. And here's the issue with that is if you're Beebe, you got pretty good field position. 28 seconds to go.
Now.
You got a great kicker.
Yeah.
You've got a chance to make it a one-possession ball game. You can't shoot yourself in the foot like that. Brentsfield came in, hit him a little late. I say little. It was quite a bit late.
Yeah.
And
they've done a good job of not doing it so blatant.
Sure.
But that one right
well,
there.
you know, and as a ref, too.
Kind of like our two clips. It couldn't have been in a worse place.
That's right. Play's already dead. No one's moving around. It's pretty obvious.
You just can't do it. You just tell yourself, you just got to let him go. Just got to let him go.
1st and 10. Beebe will have it at their own 42-yard line. And I'll tell you, the reason I think that's important is they've got a kicker that can kick it a long way. We saw him kick it into the end zone earlier.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a boot. You got to think if you're near the 30-yard line, you got a chance for him to kick a field goal.
Sure. At least you're going to have an attempt.
Absolutely. That was the cool thing of having Cody Powell last year. He had a boot as well.
He did.
Really made it a lot of fun. You just knew you had a chance. You get it inside the 30, you got a chance with Cody Powell. Beebe's got a similar thing, and Turnage has looked pretty good. We just don't know enough about him just yet. Shotgun for Grant for Beebe, looking to move at the field. Quick pass to the left side, and he throws it out of play. Threw it too wide there. That was Logan Stevens was the intended receiver. Grant overthrew him, and there's 24 seconds. Clock did not move once. Should have moved, but there's still 24 seconds to go. 2nd down and 10.
So the clock didn't move at all.
Yeah, 24 seconds still.
How convenient. That's what you need on offense.
2nd down and 10 for Grant. Gets the snap, low snap, gets it back. He's in trouble. Plants his foot, throws to the outside edge. It'll be about an 8-yard gain, or a 6-yard gain to the outside edge. That was Brooks Nail who was on the reception.
We ran a little clock that time.
17 seconds left to play until halftime. 3rd down and 5. Greenbrier needs a big stop here. And I'll tell you, this has been a gritty ball game.
It has been.
21-10. We lead it by 11 points, but Beebe's played really, really well. Zach Grant, shotgun for Beebe. Trips to the right side. He's got time to throw into the pocket. Looking deep near the 40-yard line, and good defense there for Greenbrier. Beebe's pass was too tall, and it brings up 4th down with 12 seconds to go. Beebe's probably gonna punt the football, you would think. They're gonna go for it?
They might go for it.
Wow. They're gonna go for it. 4th and 5 with 12 seconds to go.
We got our prevent out there.
Prevent defense, that's right. So they're probably going to give up a 1st down, and the only reason is, my goodness. Here we go, and that's going to be an offsides on Gabe Rowe, and that'll be a 1st down. That'll be a 1st down for Beebe. With 12 seconds to go, they got Gabe Rowe in the neutral zone, and that's going to be a 1st down, and they'll move the chains. Beebe will have it at the 48-yard line now of Greenbrier, and I tell you, if I'm Beebe here, I know you're thinking, hey, let's try to get into the end zone. But really, Matt, you just got to get it really inside the 30. Give your field goal kicker a chance.
Give your guys a chance.
And I'm honestly anxious to see Rodriguez try to kick
a long one.
You just don't see it a lot in high school football. Shotgun formation for Zach Grant. He gets the snap. He's got time. Steps into the pocket. Left side. Got a man. Will he complete it? He's out of bounds. He completes it at the 37-yard line. There's 7 seconds to go.
7 seconds.
They don't have any more timeouts.
They don't have a timeout.
So clock will stop. 1st and 10. They move the chains. They're at the 37-yard line. That's definitely not field goal range for Beebe. But if they make another quick play like that, and this prevent defense, it might give them opportunity to kick a field goal. Here we go. This very well could be the last play of the half, but if they get out of bounds quickly, they might have some time. Shotgun for Grant. We got a flag.
Yeah,
Looks like
he can't.
Play clock expires, delay of game, and that's going to move him back 5 yards. And now, maybe he really keeps kicking themselves in the foot here on this drive. Not that they're in a great spot anyway as far as, punching something in, but I think you're trying to give your field goal kicker an opportunity. Shotgun for Grant. 7 seconds to play in the half. They're at the 48-yard line. Grant gets the snap. Looking left. Got some time. It's going to be complete and out of bounds.
He's down.
It's down at the 41.
I was going to say, what are you calling?
Clock will continue to roll. That's going to end the half. He stays inbounds. But I tell you, as the second quarter comes to an end, we head to halftime. It has been a very interesting first half. Greenbrier only leads at 21-10, Matt. It's been an interesting game, no doubt about it.
It has been.
We've seen quite a few personal foul penalties, but surprisingly, neither team's turned the ball over.
Let me tell you, this Beebe team they want to win.
Sure they do.
And I like to see that from them because, they've been down. They're coming out here. And, they're getting some personal fouls, but they're just playing at a high intensity.
Sure, and I'll tell you, Matt, the one thing that makes games like this fun to watch is neither team's turned the football over.
Right.
It's been error-free as far as keeping the ball safe. There's been a lot of sloppy play with penalties, but all in all, a pretty good
I tell you, I wouldn't
mind
seeing them turn it over a little bit.
Sure. Make us
breathe
a little easy.
Yeah.
So we'll quickly go over the scoring. I tell you what, we'll actually hit a break, Matt, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more of the scoring. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here in Beebe, Arkansas. We've got a special treat for you here for our halftime. We don't have a lot for the halftime show because we're a little underprepared tonight. We actually got the live coverage on like literally less than a minute before the kickoff.
There you go.
But we're here live with Chris Snell, right?
Yes, sir.
He is the superintendent at Beebe, and we brought him up here because we wanted him to tell us about some of these awesome changes they've made to the facilities here.
You know, it's been a great experience. Pre-COVID, we asked our voters for millage extension. It raised about $8 million, and we took that money and we've touched every campus in some of our athletic facilities, and it's been really, really great. Our kids love it. Our community has really stepped up. And Beebe's like Greenbrier. It's a great community,
Yes.
and they love their school. And so we're just so proud of the opportunities we're able to offer our kids now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I work for Jason Smith.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I guess you can't help that.
Yeah, I just needed a job. You know,
That's
what I
right.
could do.
That's right.
But yeah, so Jason, he is my boss, but he's more than that. He's just a close friend. You know, I mean, like family, and he's just a good guy. He's on your school board.
Jason was the president last year, and that Jason loves this community and loves this school, and so yeah, we're fortunate. And the great thing about BB is we've got Jason. We've got a lot of Jasons here. The people just love this district and love this community. And this is my 4th year here, and it's a pretty special place.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So in particular, what have y'all done to the facilities?
Well, here at the stadium, we have reworked both sides of the bleachers. We moved the bandstand. Of course, we added the jumbotron. We put new turf down, so pretty much everything you can possibly see has been renovated. At the high school, we've expanded the cafeteria and the media center. It has really a college feel right now. It's great. We expanded our early childhood playground. At the elementary building, we went in and gutted the whole thing. Yeah. And the same for the junior high. And in the middle school, we have went in and expanded the middle school cafeteria. So we've been busy the last 2 summers.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. That's awesome. Well, so – great game so far.
You know, it has been. Greenbrier always has a good program, and I've been really proud of both teams. Proud of the BB putting up a really competing tonight. And that was I talked to him on Thursday about the football team and said that I want to see us compete. And right now we're competing. I think our coaches are putting us in the best chance to stay competitive here. So I've been very pleased.
Yeah, and we've talked about it so far in the first half of what BB's doing tonight. Is I'm sure was what they planned on doing because it's the perfect thing to do against this Greenbrier team, particularly the offenses. They're slowing it down.
100%. I mean, you have a good cornerback, you got a good running back, and good strong line, and so I'm proud of Coach Gunner. He's kind of take the ball out of your hands, which is really smart right now. Do.
And what's allowed them to do that is they're getting close and converting.
Right.
You know, I think they're 3 for 3 on 4th down,
right.
And so you know that's the way to keep an explosive offense off the field.
Yeah.
And you know we know that this has kind of turned into a fun rivalry,
right? And
so we always know that it's good. We're going to get we're going to get the best from BB when we play.
Sure. You know, this is Coach Gunner's 3rd year here, and he's got a bunch of seniors this year, and so we're looking forward to a good year. I guess it's kind of like the battle of the tortoise and the hare. Yeah. But if I remember, the tortoise won.
The tortoise won.
So let's see how it turns out.
Hey, I understand. Hey, we get it, and
That's
we know that you guys are trying to build,
right?
And we've got a special class that
you do.
That there's a senior class. But let me tell you, and this before we get off here, I just want to say, from my experience and what we've seen, doing the things that you're doing with the school and the program, pouring into that like you are, that only makes for a better program.
Right. Our selling point was to the community is that you know this school is the center of this community, and we want to be the very best, just like Greenbrier does. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, we appreciate you coming on for us.
All right, thank you.
Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Well, there we go, man. I tell you, with 2:07 to play.
Sorry.
Oh, Matt, you're killing me.
Sorry. I'm giving JB a hard time with this door.
Oh, man.
We're at a really catch-22 here. It's really hot in this press box. But just in this room.
That's right. They do that on purpose, I think. No.
yeah, it's a strategy. But no, so if we leave the door open, then the cool air comes in here. But if we leave the door open, then it's loud.
We're back in the sauna.
We are.
Well, we've always been in it. It just was less of a sauna when the door's open.
That's right.
A minute 30 to go until the halftime festivities conclude. Greenbrier leads at 21-10, and I tell you, Matt, it's been fun to watch. You know, for a lot of reasons. I'll be honest, yeah, I'd like to see us play probably a little bit better on the defensive side of the ball. Well, really both sides. Haven't been bad. I don't mean to say that by any means, but we talked to, Mike Bowen. Yeah. He's a great guy with the camera guy. Done a really great job for us. Really appreciate him stepping in. He mentioned a little bit about the small things, disciplined football. That is definitely something, but I'll tell you, you see that a lot early in the season. Long football season.
A lot of penalties that were costly, not necessarily for big yardage, but
at big times. That's right. That's exactly right. So I think that's a big thing to think about. Another thing, Matt, too, is we talked about no turnovers for either team. That's pretty good for an early season contest. I mean, first game of the season, you usually see a lot of turnovers, a lot of things like that. But, hey, give Beebe credit. They've given us all they can handle. 21 points is not bad. Our offense has looked pretty good at times. We're 3 for 4 on conversions. The only problem is Beebe has controlled the clock game, no doubt about it.
And that's what I was going to say. Hats off to Beebe because they have done, and this is one of those deals where you hope that nobody else gets a hold of this video because the game film, other teams, because they've done what they've schemed this game in a way that it really makes it tough for us because our offense is so explosive. We can score fast, so you got to keep them off the field.
That's exactly right.
And the way you do that is you extend your drives, you control the play clock, and they've done a great job of that. And by the way they've done that is they've been able to convert on 4th down.
Well, and I'll say this, we got a minute 43 seconds until I guess they added a little bit more time. We're a little bit further away from the second half, but as we look at the stats for Greenbrier, the 3 touchdowns they scored. Well, the stats are loading, but I'll give the recap of the scoring. Cooper Wilcox and Eli Weaver both had 2 8-yard runs to the first 2 scores that we had, and then McElhenney, a 30-yard reception. 22 of those yards were after the catch. He's been explosive tonight. He keeps going the way he's doing.
Yeah, also the 71-yard.
71-yard kickoff return.
That's right. To set up Weaver's 2 runs.
2 plays later, Weaver punched it in from 8 yards out. Looks like we're still waiting on the stats to download. But we're going to have at least the team stats.
Are they shooting fireworks? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know. But here we go. Greenbrier, if we look at the side, Greenbrier's had 13 carries for 100 yards on the night. They averaged 7.5 yards per carry. They're 5 of 9. Cooper Wilcox is 5 of 9. That's a 67 for 67 yards. He's averaged 7 yards per pass. Greenbrier's gone 22 plays for 167 yards. They're 1 for 4 on 3rd downs. 0 turnovers. Beebe's had 12 first downs, 20 carries for 35 yards. They've averaged about 2 yards per carry, which isn't that good, but I'll tell you this, that's been enough for them to get some first downs when they needed to and milk the clock.
Yeah, they've done a good job of getting short passes on the sideline.
But this is an impressive stat that I wouldn't think, but Beebe's 13 of 23 through the air.
Yeah.
81 yards.
Like I was saying, what sets up a lot of those short distances for first downs is they've been hitting the sidelines for a 7-8
little 4-yard curl or whatever. Absolutely. Greenbrier's averaged 7.6 yards per play. Beebe's only averaged 2.7. But, again, the difference is they have nickeled and dimed us. They've won the possession game. But in the column that matters, Matt, Greenbrier leads at 21-10, and we are just about set for the second half. As Japheth Rodriguez will be on to kick the football away. Greenbrier will get the football. Thatcher Strack, Thatcher Strack, Carter McElhenney, and Jacob Mathis back deep. And the ball is going to be booted away, and it will be taken by Strack at the 5-yard line. Strack going left to right. He's across the 10, trying to get to the edge. He's at the 15, makes a man miss. He's at the 20, 25, and it'll be wrapped up and brought down across. Well, he's still going across the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's not a bad return. 27 yards out to the 32, and Greenbrier in business to start the second half. They lead it 21-10. They'll have the football at their own 32-yard line, looking to move up the field. I tell you, Matt, Greenbrier was 3 for 4 on their drive. 75% of the time in this last drive, in the first half, they punched it in. Greenbrier has the football. From their own 32, Cooper Wilcox, pistol formation, gets the snap. He's going to give it off to Hewitt up the middle. Breaks a tackle at the 35, trying to get to the 40-yard line. He'll be right around the 40. That's an 8-yard gain on the first down, and it brings up 2nd down and 2. Hewitt is a load, but he also moves really well for his size and makes him tough to bring down.
It does. We haven't seen the ball thrown to Jacob yet. I bet we see that in the second half.
Looks at Jacob Mathis and Reed Nixon on the bottom of your screen. They're on the right side. Twins to the left side also. Wilcox gets the snap. Looks like quick pass. It's complete. That's McElhaney across midfield to the 45, inside the 45, down to the 40 to the 39-yard line. I'm telling you, McElhaney has been almost all Beebe can handle. He's really playing well. Another first down into Beebe territory, and McElhaney pushes the chains. Again, that's a little 6-yard, slant route,
yeah.
But McElhaney picks up about 24 more.
Yeah, he does it. He really feels his surroundings well and able to feel where defenders are when he's running downhill.
The give is to Hewitt to the left side. He's inside the 30, got some room. Inside the 20, inside the 15 to the 10, down to the 8-yard line. That's a big 32-yard run there from Hewitt, and this is the offense you like to see to start the second half. A first down and goal now, Nick Hewitt. That was a big run to the outside edge. Looked like a little bit more of it was a counter to the left side. Shotgun again for Wilcox. Play action. It's QB keep. Goes to the left side. Inside the 5. Touchdown, Greenbrier. Cooper Wilcox again. That's his second 8-yard run, 8-yard touchdown tonight. Greenbrier scores with it took a minute, 18 seconds off the clock. Wilcox is in again from 8 yards out. And Greenbrier ups their lead to 27-10.
Tell you what, you almost knew that was going to be Wilcox running that ball right there. It was just set up so well with the two previous plays.
Turnage on to attempt the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Greenbrier splits the uprights on the extra point. They lead it 28-10. We're going to hit a break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we are back. Greenbrier took them a minute, 18 seconds to score for the 4th time tonight. They're 4 for 5 on their drives tonight, Matt. 80%. And it doesn't seem like it, but because Beebe really – this will be Beebe's 6th drive. Is it 6 drives that we have?
because we didn't score on the one right before half.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
that's
4
right.
For 6. 4 for 6.
You're exactly right. Yep. 4 for 6. That's still not a bad number.
No,
66%.
Hey, you score 66% of the time you get the ball. You're going to win most of the time. If not all the time.
No, you're right. Well, there we go. Turnage on to kick the football away, and it'll be taken back at the 8-yard line by Beebe. He's across the 15 to the 20, trying to get to the outside edge. Spin move at the 25, but he'll be wrapped up and brought down at the 27-yard line.
Riddle.
Yep.
Number 4.
Preston Riddle.
Oh, Preston Riddle. Jackson. Preston.
Preston Riddle makes the tackle at the 28-yard line, rather. And Beebe will have the football for the first time here in the second half. Down 28-10. Boy, Greenbrier scored quick, didn't they?
They did.
That's
They
impressive.
did. Well, you've got so many weapons that can pick up yardage downfield. Carter with a great run after the catch, and then Nick had a whole host of people around him running with him down.
Right. Well, Zach Grant will be in the pistol formation. Allay is in the backfield with him. Twins to the right side. Gets the snap. Play action. He's in trouble, and they're going to snow him under back at the 21-yard line. That was Jake Hardgrave who hit him first. He wrapped him up and brought him down. I tell you, that's our first sack of the night. With how many times both teams have thrown the football, that's surprising.
It is. We finally got some pressure back there. We've gotten some pressure, but we haven't really put him in an uncomfortable position. And that time we just swallowed him up.
Second down and 17. Hardgrave laid a lick on him, brought him down. Second down and 17 as Grant gets the snap. Quick screen pass to the right side, but all over that's Preston Riddle. He drops him back at the 18-yard line. They'll give him the forward motion at the 21-yard line, but Preston Riddle dropped him, hit him hard, and it brings up third down and forever.
Yeah, that was a great read by Preston to get there quick, and he recognized it early, got there quick, made a tackle before they could make a move.
Zach Grant going to need a big play here on third down and 17. They're going to need to get to the 38-yard line. They're at their own 21. Shotgun for Grant. Twins to the right side. Single receiver to the left side. Moves a man in motion. Quick pass in underneath. That ball might be a lateral. Loose football. Greenbrier picks it up. They're going to say the play was dead. They're going to say it was a forward pass, but I'm going to tell you right now.
It was close.
That was very close. And that's a big break for Beebe because that easily could be 35-10 right now. 34-10. Well, as it stands, Beebe's going to have to punt the football away on 4th and 17 now. This is going to give Greenbrier great field position. Carter McElhenney, his heels will be planted back at the 43 or the 44-yard line, and Rodriguez will be on to punt it away. 9:17 to play in the third quarter. Rodriguez gets the punt away. It's a low-line drive. McElhenney's going to let it hit and let it roll. He gets out of the way. A friendly roll for Beebe. It'll roll inside the 41-yard line, right in between the 40 and 41, and that's where Greenbrier will start in their second possession of the second half. They lead it 28-10. You're exactly right. And the way that our offense has been looking, we're 4 for 6. Is that correct?
Right.
That's pretty darn good field position.
Pretty good.
But credit the defense. I mean, you look at Jake Hardgrave with a big sack to begin the play. Riddle drops a man back on a screenplay. Yeah. And then they try to do a little dump pass in the flat, and they couldn't complete it. But even then, Greenbrier was going to be all over that.
Well, let me tell you this, too, about a defense. No matter how good your defense is, one thing they're going to have to battle with this offense being so fast is that they're going to be on the field a lot.
Shotgun for Wilcox all alone. Quick pass to the outside edge, and it'll be dropped over that way. That was Dawson Spencer out of the 42-yard line. It was a good pass there from Wilcox. Spencer just couldn't bring it in, and it brings up second down and 10. He was open.
He was.
Had a little bit of room to run as well. Spencer just couldn't bring it in, and it brings up second down and 10 with 9:02 to play in the third quarter. Greenbrier leads at 28-10. They scored 3 times in the first, at halftime they were up 21-10. Scored 3 times in the first half. Shotgun formation for Wilcox. Gets the snap. Play, QB keep, but he's not going to get much there. In fact, he'll lose a couple. And there's a late hit, and there's a flag. Wilcox not happy either, and I don't blame him. He throws the ball over to the ref, and I think he's not very happy with the way they handled him after the play. That's going to be unnecessary roughness on the defense. That'll be an automatic 15-yard, automatic first down.
Be.
It is 15, isn't it?
It is. Late hit.
Well, that'll put you in. I mean, and here, and I'll tell you this right here. If you're Beebe, you can't do that. No. You're down by 18.
So, sorry to interrupt you.
No.
First half, it was kind of to their advantage. Kind of play a little chippy.
Sure.
And they got away with it a lot. And then they started looking at it more, and now you're in a point where you're hurting yourself because you had us held back.
You had a second and 13. Now you're looking at 1st and 10. Now you're in BB territory. Cooper Wilcox, shotgun formation all alone. Gets the snap. Quick pass to the left side. Dumps it out to Thatcher Strack. He's inside the 45. Jukes a man inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 38-yard line. That's an 8-yard play to the 38. Greenbrier with a short second down to go now, and a big play there in the flat by Thatcher Strack. Greenbrier is doing a little bit of what Beebe was doing. They're taking their time. 8:36 to go. They're going to say Strack got pushed out of bounds, so the clock's not rolling. They only gave him 6 yards. Not a great spot. He might have stepped out of bounds, and that's what they're looking at. Pistol formation for Cooper Wilcox, though. Twins to the left side, single receiver right side. Eli Weaver's in the backfield. The give will be to Weaver. He goes left side, inside the 40, the 35, the 30. He rumbles down to the 26-yard line. He rolled over, man, and I tell you, if that guy doesn't make a stop there, Weaver's taking that to the house.
I'll tell you, he's so fast, and they just from the time he gets the ball till he gets to the next level, so quick.
1st and 10, Greenbrier at the 26-yard line. They are moving that ball in bunches. Pistol formation for Wilcox. Weaver in the backfield with him. Wilcox gets the snap. Gives it off to Weaver again. Left side, inside the 25, inside the 20. Jukes the man inside the 15. He's got a first down to the 14-yard line. That's a 12-yard carry again. Weaver moves the sticks, and the Greenbrier Panthers are inside the red zone. Yep, up 28-10. This is the offense that we're ready to see.
Yeah,
kind of got a slow start tonight. Definitely wasn't bad, but we're seeing them kind of click on all cylinders now.
That's right. That's right.
1st and 10, clock rolling with 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. Greenbrier's already scored once in the quarter, trying to add more. Shotgun for Wilcox. Hard count, tried to draw Beebe offside, couldn't do it. Now he tries to get the play call from the sideline. 13 seconds on the play clock. He's got time. Wilcox with twin receivers to both the left and right side. Strack and Mathis on the left. McElhaney and Nixon on the right. QB keep for Wilcox after he faked the handoff to the 15, trying to get to the edge. Inside the 10, pushed down to the 8-yard line. We're going to have a late hit on Beebe. Flags are down. The down ref there was the one who threw it. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but we're going to see what the penalty is. And I think he might have pushed him when he was already – it's going to be on Greenbrier. Wow. They might call pushing the back. I didn't see that. It's a hold.
Hold.
That's going to be a hold, and it's coming back. Man, that was not a bad run either there for Wilcox. That was about a 6-yard run. It was a hold, so it was a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, so
moves it back.
It doesn't kill us. It just puts us back a little bit.
Lost 2 yards on it, back to the 16-yard line. Should be the penalty should be 1st down and 12 from the 16 now. Wilcox in shotgun formation, trips to the left side. That's Mathis, McElhaney, and Strack. Reed Nixon on the bottom of your screen. Mathis moved in motion. Wilcox trying to figure things out, but the play clock might have expired, and that's delay of game. Indeed, it will be delay of game. That's another 5 yards. It'll bring up 1st down and 17 now. And, after what seemingly looked like a pretty smooth transition into the second drive, a little hiccup here as they got inside the red zone.
Well, what you got to do right here is you can't forget that this whole series and last series, you had big gains on every play. So don't let this make you panic.
Oh, not at all. You're right. You're exactly right about that, man. And it's early, too. You expect some of these things a lot of times. Cooper Wilcox, pistol formation, Eli Weaver in the backfield. They'll give it off to Weaver. Makes a man miss at the line. Inside the 15, inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. He gains about 8 yards of that 17 back. 12 yards. And it should bring up now 2nd down and 5 from the 10-yard line.
And now here you are. You're back within striking distance.
6:40 to play, clock rolling. You're exactly right, man. The way we've been playing, definitely not a reason to panic at all. 28-10 lead. Cooper Wilcox, pistol formation, Weaver in the backfield. He gets the snap. Hands it off to Weaver, trying to find some room up the middle. He'll get inside the 8 down to maybe the 7. They're going to rule him down at the 8. So about a yard gain, and it brings up 3rd down and 4 with 6:19 to play, clock rolling.
So that's going to get us about a long 3 maybe.
That's right. Weaver comes off the field. Dawson Spencer will come back into the game for the Panthers. Nixon be on the bottom of your screen. He's on the right side. Strack and McElhaney at the top. Pistol formation for Wilcox. Spencer in the backfield. It gets the snap. Give up the middle or play action. Wilcox looking for the middle. Ball's tipped and nearly intercepted. But that will now be 4th down as the pass falls incomplete. Looking for flags, and we're not going to have one. And that will bring on the kicking team for our Panthers, trying to add 3 points. And I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, you want to punch it in, but if you're inside the red zone, you got to get points. You got to come away with points. And Bradley Turnage will be on to attempt the field goal. It'll be about a 23-yarder. Just about straight away, middle of the hash. The snap's down. The kick is up from 23 yards, and the kick is good. Turnage splits the uprights. Greenbrier adds 3 points. They lead at 31-10. They're up by 3 touchdowns with 5:46 to play in the third quarter. We're going to hit a break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
That commercial is the perfect time.
Well, there we go. Greenbrier gets the field goal there from Turnage. And they're set to kick it away. Turnage will set the football up at the 40-yard line, getting set to boot it away. And Beebe's numbers are hard to read. I tell you, I can't really tell. I know Stevens is back there, and I think that's Skylar Richardson.
21.
Oh, that's Jose Fabella. Is it 21?
I think so.
It looks like it's Fabella and Stevens back deep to return Turnage's kick. We'll call it Fabella. Kick will be deep. It'll be taken. Well, it's going to go. It'll stay up out of bounds. That's going to be a kicking out of bounds penalty. That means Beebe will get the football at the 35. They should. I'm assuming that's how high school works.
It is. It is. Look at 35.
And Beebe will have the football at their own 35 after the ball was kicked out of bounds by Turnage. He booted it a long way. It hit at the 6. Turnage has got a good leg on him.
That's 20.
Was it 20?
I think so.
So that would be Braden Sanders. It would make sense. He's a 10th grader. 5:46 to play. In the third quarter, Greenbrier's up by 3 scores. And Zach Grant and the Beebe Badgers onto the field trying to get something going. Shotgun formation for Grant. Smith's in the backfield with him. Grant will keep it himself. He's inside the 45, he's out across the 35. Gets about to the 37-yard line. The Beebe Badgers down. Yeah. 5:34 to go, and looks like he's up and okay. He's going to hobble off the field. I can't imagine he's going to stay out there, man. He's limping. They're going to let him come out.
They're going to have to come out if they call it he's got to go. They called an official timeout. He's trying to stay.
And that's the part of those kids want to go out there and play.
He wants to be out there.
They're tough. 5:29 to go. 2nd down and 8 for BB. Greenbrier.
It's 10, Garrett.
10 is not. Oh, yeah, actually it is. It sure is Matthew Garrett. Wow, I did not think it was Matthew Garrett. BB, shotgun formation for Grant. Low snap. Gives it off to Smith up the middle. Across the 45 to the 47-yard line. That's a first down for BB. Good run from Joseph Smith. He moves the chains, and BB's near midfield. 5:11 to go.
We went on a little outside blitz right there, and they got us off the middle. Sometimes that happens.
5:09 to go. 31-10 our score. Greenbrier's up. They've scored 10 points here in the quarter. It was 21-10 at half, 31-10 now here in the third quarter. Shotgun for Grant again. Moves a man in motion. He'll keep it himself. He's up to midfield, and that's going to be it. A 2-yard gain, and it brings up 2nd down and 8. Good stop there from the D-line. Greenbrier, not sure who hit him. Were you able to see that?
I couldn't see it.
We need to get binoculars.
Yeah, we're just in a awkward place with the lighting. We can't see the numbers very well.
4:29 to play in the third quarter. Greenbrier's up again. Like I said, 3 touchdowns. Beebe trying to move the sticks. I tell you, they've did a pretty good job of milking the clock in the first half. Really haven't gotten a lot going here in the second half. Greenbrier seemed to figure them out thus far. Zach Grant in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the right side. Steps back in the pocket, looking deep down the right side. And got an arm on him. He's got a man also. It's going to be complete. Inside the 15, inside the 10, 5. Touchdown, Beebe. Flags are down. We'll see what it's all about. But if it stands, it's a 50-yard touchdown pass on the right sideline from Zach Grant. And if it does indeed stay, Beebe will have cut the lead 31-16. That was a dime there from Zach Grant. That was a good ball. But it's coming back.
Oh, it's coming back?
They're going to call offensive pass interference on Beebe, and Gunter's going to get a flag. He is not happy. Coach Gunter is not happy. And early, I don't blame him. I'm not saying that it wasn't pass interference, but if you're struggling to get up the field a little bit, Matt.
I can't believe they hadn't thrown him out of the game.
Guys, we're up in the booth, and Matt he's mesmerized. He likes to watch all the.
Let me tell you, I got sweat in my eyes. Makes me cranky.
Well, now if you're BB. It's 4:02 to play.
Honestly, JB, I didn't see pass interference.
Well, I didn't either, and that's why I said I get where Coach Gunter's coming from. However, it's going to be.
I will say this: I also couldn't see what was going on down there.
Well, that's also fair. Maybe he's going to have the ball back at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Which is not fun. And when I say it's second down and forever, I really mean that. I mean, it's going to be second down and about 37. Or did they lose it down? Surely they didn't lose it down. No. Second and 37 from their own 20-yard line. That makes it real difficult. So, Zach Grant will signal call for the offense for Beebe, trying to get something going. Greenbrier's done a really good job of stopping them. They lead it 31-10. Three-man front for Greenbrier. They've run that all night long. And I tell you, man, I mean, that's one of those things where, for Grant, he threw a great pass down the right sideline. Like I said, I didn't see pass interference either. However, the refs are there. We respect the call. We know that they probably made the right call. At least we got to trust their judgment. But that was one heck of a pass from Grant. Shotgun for Grant this time. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he is going to get maybe 2 or 3 yards. It'll bring up third down and 34. And they are going to need one heck of a play as Gabe Rowe's helmet comes off. He was in there right in the middle of that, right in the thick of that to make the tackle. He'll have to come off the field, and Hardgrave will come in. Third down and 34, Matt. It's a long way.
It is. It is. It's a long way, JP. What do you do right here?
You handed it off last play. We'll see. Grant gets a snap.
Defensively, you better get deep.
He's in trouble. Grant throws it right side, and I'll tell you, the intended receiver, Skylar Richardson, wasn't ready for it. Pass is going to be incomplete. It brings up fourth down and very long.
How far is it? Let's figure this. Let's see.
Fourth and 34.
Okay.
Well, also, they just put it up on the screen. But I did use my math. I did it before they put it up there.
Yeah,
I did.
You had it.
We're at least going to go with that. You have no idea.
I can't see the scoreboard from here. I have to lean over.
You just have to trust me, right?
Unless I have to.
3:24 to play. As that looks like that's Jake Hardgrave, yeah, who's down on the play. He's walking up on his own power, so that's good to see.
Yeah, good. That's what we want to see.
3:24 to go, though. Greenbrier's up 31-10.
Jeremy Parker says, I'm not walking all the way over there to walk back. I'm taking my knee right here and resting. There he goes. Let me tell you, that sucker right there, he had a great year last year, and he looks like he's twice the size of a football player he was last year.
He is a man.
He is.
6'2", to every bit of 285. I mean,
he's a big boy, man. I tell you what, he is a force there in the middle.
Fourth down and 34. There is only one option for Beebe when you're at your own 23-yard line. And I tell you, they had some unfortunate errors, per se, flags that really, really cost them from really even having a chance on this drive.
Yeah, for sure. That PI was a tough break for them.
And then the penalty on Coach Gunter didn't help. Rodriguez to punt it away. He gets it away. It's a good kick. It'll be a fair catch called for by McElhenney at the 40-yard line. And that's where Greenbrier, they'll give him the 41, where Greenbrier will start their third drive of the second half. They lead it 31-10. We'll keep it here for a minute.
Yeah, let's keep it here.
3:18 to go in the third quarter. And I'll tell you, Matt, what we've seen from Greenbrier thus far, even though they were only able to finish with a field goal in that last drive, we've seen them do a really good doing a really good job of driving the football up the field offensively. Defense is starting to click things in a little bit, and we're seeing Greenbrier football.
Yep, we are. And you know, the times that we haven't converted, the one before half, we just barely missed a long play by overthrowing McElhaney. I mean, it was
Sure.
just another second, and we're looking at another score.
Pistol formation, Cooper Wilcox. He'll give it off to Spencer up the middle. Or is that Hewitt?
Looks like it might be Nick.
Across the 45 to the 46-yard line. We'll see when he gets up. Yep, that is
Spencer, I think.
Yeah, it was Dawson Spencer. Should have went with my gut.
You
Looked
should
like him.
have.
47-yard line. That's a 6-yard carry. 2nd down and 4 for Greenbrier on a nice run from Dawson Spencer. And I'll tell you, Dawson's a good little player. You know, we saw him a lot last year. He's a gritty player. Does a lot of the dirty work.
He does. Well, he's primarily a defensive. He's a linebacker, but he plays that number 2 role in the backfield and does it well.
Shotgun for Wilcox. Gets the snap. In the pocket. Got to hurry. Looks deep. Got Strack. Complete at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Thatcher Strack. Wilcox is on the ground, but I'll tell you, one heck of a throw from a guy. Wilcox was hit as he threw, and I tell you, he threw an absolute dime to Thatcher Strack at the 15-yard line. How about that, Matt? A 54-yard touchdown pass to Thatcher Strack on the money.
He got absolutely creamed when he threw the ball. Put it on a dime. I'm talking on a dime to Strack, and Strack made a great catch and of course finished it off with a score. Cooper took a little while getting up, and he did jog off, but man, you hope he didn't have anything serious.
Bradley Turnage with the extra point. He splits the uprights, and it's 38-10. Matt, we're going to hit a break. When we come back, there's still 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the third quarter, but my goodness, how about that from Wilcox to Strack?
I'll stick around if you will.
Well, let's stick around.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, here we go. Sorry, I thought I didn't unmute it. Sorry, Matt.
You know what you were speaking there. Hey, man, great. We need to give a great shout out to our sponsors.
Yeah.
We do a lot. We put a lot into this. It's important to us. And the fact is we couldn't do it without the funds that are provided.
There would be no way. You're absolutely right.
Without the funds that are provided by the businesses in our hometown.
You're only getting paid $55,000 to do this, man.
That's right. I came down since last year.
Turnage to kick the football away for Greenbrier. It'll be taken at the 5-yard line by Beebe. Across the 10, 15 to the 20, to the 25 to the 30 before he's wrapped up and brought down by a host of Panthers. And that is where Beebe will set up shop. Looks like Braden Sanders was the return man for the Badgers. That was Fabella.
Uh-oh.
Josie
Weaver's
Fabella.
slow getting up.
That's not a good sign. Weaver's a good football player.
He is. That's another thing you see early in the year. You get banged up a little bit. It's kind of like, football's kind of funny because it's kind of like a baseball glove. You got to break it in. And sometimes your body just kind of has to kind of break it in a little bit for the season.
Well, you're used to hitting your own guys, and you're not really going some of those times 100% because you can't. So here we go. 1st and 10. Beebe at their own 30-yard line. They'll set up shop on the right hash. Shotgun formation. Looks like Karanko will be the signal caller. He's the QB, shotgun, gets the snap. He's going to run it. Right side, got a hole. Or excuse me, left side, but he can't get back to the line, and he is wrapped up, brought down by Dawson Spencer.
And Nick Hewitt made the first hit, and then Dawson came and just
wrapped him
stumped him right there.
So that was a no-gainer there from Karanko. Looks like Zach Grant will come back into the game. No, it's not. Karanko's still out there. That's 18. The numbers are hard to see. They've been, but Karanko's not thrown it once. And I have no idea if that's how you pronounce his name. Karanko, Adrian Karanko. Shotgun again. He's run it every time. I would anticipate the same thing here on 2nd down and 10. Nope, looking to pass to the left. Complete in the backfield, but he's wrapped up and brought down at the 31-yard line. Not much there at all for Joseph Smith. Greenbrier's forced to 3rd down and 8.
I believe that was Bernard on the tackle, number 3. And it's 3 Bernard.
That's Keaton Whitley.
Oh, Whitley. Oh, yeah, that's Keaton. I'm sorry.
1:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. Greenbrier's up by 28. 3rd down and 8 for Beebe. Karanko's out there again. I don't know if Grant's injured. He's up on the sideline, I think, so should be fine. But
and they may just be trying to figure out who their guy is.
Sure. Karanko in the shotgun formation. Gets the snap, steps into the pocket, in trouble. Mathis chasing, now he's flushed. Outside to the 30, the 35, the 40. Got the 1st down. He's pushed out of bounds to the 45-yard line, but that's a 1st down for Beebe. Mathis rushed him. Karanko made a move, got to the edge, though, and a Beebe player's down. They're in the backfield. And we're going to have to pause the clock again with 45 seconds to go as the Beebe Badgers down again. And again, we've talked about this. You're going to see this a lot. Early season, you're going to see this. 45 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Injury timeout. I'll tell you what, we're going to take the timeout with them. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, there we go after the injury with 45 seconds to go. Greenbrier will try to be looking to stop here. Beebe move the change on the Karanko run. Adrian Karanko with a 15-yard run there. Gets the snap here in the pistol. Hands it off up the middle and across the 45 to the 48-yard line. That's Caleb Perkins. He'll get about 4 yards to the 49-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 6 with 33 seconds to go, clock rolling. Now, is the Mercy, when does the Mercy clock start? So clock should be continuous from here on out.
Is it not?
Well, there's no clock on our screen. It's all on the scoreboard. Which stinks for you because you can't see it.
I can't see the scoreboard.
17 seconds to go.
But I got you, JB.
If you trust me, I will not let you down. 10 seconds to go. Karanko, this should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Karanko in the pistol formation. They may let the clock run down. And, indeed, that's what they're going to do. 3rd quarter's going to end. The buzzer sounds. We have 3 quarters of football in the books, Matt. Greenbrier leads at 38-10 with 12 minutes to go in the football game. 4th quarter action coming your way after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, here we go, Matt. Fourth quarter action coming your way. Greenbrier has they've blanked Beebe in the third quarter. They scored 17 points in the third quarter. And here we go, 2nd down and 6 for Beebe. Karanko's in the game. He'll move a man in motion. Gets the snap. Looking to run to the right side. Trying to get to the edge across midfield, but he is wrapped up and brought down. That's Shannon Howard, who chased him down and wrapped him up, brought him down at the 49-yard line. That's just a 2-yard gain, and it brings up 3rd down and 4. How about that from Shannon Howard? Linebacker spot came in hot pursuit. I mean, linebacker, it was a safety spot.
Yeah, great closing speed right there.
Shannon Howard with a nice play. He's a senior. Made a nice play there. 11:25 to go.
He's been in a lot of plays tonight.
He certainly has. He's had his nose in a lot of stuff. 11:18 to play in the football game. Clock is rolling. 15 seconds on the play clock for Beebe. They've got plenty of time, but they need to get a first down here on 3rd and 4. Greenbrier, that 3-man front again. It's a 3-3-5, or a 3-4 really. Shotgun, Karanko hands it off to Perkins. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, now he lunges forward to the last moment. He gets a yard, but it brings up 4th down and 3. And if you're Beebe, you've kind of got to go for it. They rush to the line quickly. They're trying to snap it in a hurry. Karanko moves a man in motion. That is Perkins.
Call timeout. That's probably a smart timeout by us right there.
Greenbrier does call a timeout. 4th and 3 with 10:40 to go. Timeout. Greenbrier. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, it'll bring up 4th down and 3. We'll get to see the 4th down stance. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
I do.
You want to tell them what you did?
I'll tell them. I lied. The mercy rule in the second half is 35 points. I misled you, JB.
Hey, I forgive you. I just don't know that our fan base will. No, we really do. We appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight, watching our broadcast. You're the reason we do it. If we didn't have people watching the broadcast, it wouldn't matter.
They're going to have to forgive me because they're stuck with us.
That's. You're exactly right. I feel bad for those guys.
They don't have any other options.
It's me and you, man. They just got to deal with it. Karanko shotgun, 4th and 3. He's going to try to keep it up the middle, and he's not going to get it, man. He's trying to go forward, and I think he's going to be short. They didn't even give him a good spot at all. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Beebe turns it over. Greenbrier will have the football. A good 4th down stance. They'll have the football with 10:31 to go in the football game. 38-10, our lead. And I'll tell you, what's been the most impressive thing you've seen about Greenbrier tonight, Matt?
Well, I think the big plays. Last year we weren't necessarily a big play team. We were a pound team, and we did have the deep pass, but even our running game tonight has been big plays. And so, the ability to score fast, sometimes that can hurt you because it keeps your defense out there. But also, I'll say our defense has done a great job of holding them.
They sure have. Greenbrier got the football at their own 46-yard line. Wilcox, quick screen pass to the outside. That's Nixon across midfield. Inside the 45 and wrapped up and out of bounds. It'll be about an 8-yard gain to the 46-yard line of Beebe. Nixon to the edge. Good quick pass there from Wilcox. They're playing them off the line, man. That gives Greenbrier all day for the little quick screen pass.
Absolutely. One thing I'll say, too, individually, we've known Cooper was very accurate and a great runner, but we're seeing what Carter McElhaney can do tonight, too.
Oh, absolutely. He's been phenomenal. Shotgun handoff to Hewitt to the outside, inside the 45, inside the 40, inside the 35. They'll run him out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Ball's loose and out of play, but Greenbrier's got another big first down. That's about an 18. Yep, no, I'm sorry. That's a 16-yard run. Quick math, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 15. Wow, I was even further off. 10 minutes and 11 seconds to go. They've got to stop the clock to move the chains. Is there another timeout?
Looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout on the field. 10-11 to play in the fourth quarter. Greenbrier leads it 38-10, but we're going to keep it here.
Yeah, I was just going to add to what I was saying. Seeing McElhaney's ability to make plays, especially after catching the football, but not just him. I mean, hey, we've seen Thatcher Strack.
Thatcher
make some
Strack's been
big plays
good
tonight. We've seen, Eli Weaver.
Yeah.
Of course, you kind of expect to see it from Nick Hewitt.
Sure.
And we haven't seen Jacob Mathis on the offense,
but we will.
Well, we will, and we have seen Jacob Mathis on the defensive side of the ball.
Jacob makes his presence known. There's no doubt about that. He's a team guy. He's not there to run up the stat book. He's trying to give whatever he can to give his team the win. Trips to the right side. That's Mathis, Nixon, and Strack. McElhaney on the bottom of the screen. Wilcox gets the snap, looking right. He's going for it all, deep towards the end zone. Got a man. Is it complete? And they're going to say he was out of bounds. He juggled the football. That was Thatcher Strack. My goodness, what a throw from Cooper Wilcox.
Great throw. And I'll tell you what, if it was out of bounds, it was close.
Man, Strack nearly had another deep touchdown pass.
So far away from here, we really can't see it. Of course, they're right there, so I'm sure they saw it correctly. But what a great pass by Coop.
Second down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Pistol formation for Wilcox. Gets the snap. Gives it off to Spencer, trying to get to the outside edge. Breaks a tackle inside the 30, inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line. He'll be 2 yards shy of the first down, but it brings up third down and 2.5.
Yeah, Dawson's running the ball hard.
9:47 to go in the football game. Clock rolling.
A lot of running backs would have got a yard or two right there, and he broke a couple of tackles, turned it up.
The hole closed quickly, and he made something out of nothing. That's the kind of gritty player that we like to see from Spencer, and he's done that all year last year and doing it again this year so far. Pistol formation for Wilcox. Gets the snap. He's going to give it off to Spencer. Makes the man miss. Got the first down inside the 20. Down near the 15-yard line before they finally bring him down. That's a first down for Greenbrier. 9:17 to go. Clock rolling, and a Beebe player's down.
Looked like he had a big number 53 on top of him.
Well, now the Beebe player's up and running, so we won't have to stop it.
Looked like Eli Rupel was on top of him. He probably blocked him and didn't turn out well for him.
How about that old line tonight?
Yeah, I tell you what, that's another thing that we I guess we failed to mention is have we've seen maybe one or two
QB hurries
and just even a short run at the line.
Hewitt got dropped at the line one time, but other than that, Wilcox hasn't been sacked. He's had a couple of hurries, but that's it. Give to Weaver outside, inside the 15, inside the 10. Flags thrown. Weaver's got the first down inside the 5, but it looks like that might be a hold.
Yeah,
it might be coming back.
Edge, it looked like.
And indeed, it is coming back. A 10-yard penalty. That's going to push the ball back to the 25-yard line. It'll bring up first down and 20 with 8:38 to go in the football game. Greenbrier's up by 28.
I was say, where are they going to mark it off from? It looked like they were marking it off from the end of the run, but they finally corrected it.
It'll bring up first down and 10 from the 22-yard line. Should have been the 23. I thought it'd be the 25. It might have been at the run. Yeah, it was 8-yard run.
It's a spot foul.
Yeah, okay. So it was from the 8. Oh, I see. It's where he held that. Yeah, okay.
So he held probably on the 13 or so.
Yeah. So first and 17 with 8:32 to go. Because if he was passing the ball, then it would have been from the line of scrimmage. Right. Pistol formation for Wilcox. He gets the snap. He'll play action. In trouble now. Got to run. He's got some room. Inside the 20. 15. 10. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Cooper Wilcox. That's a 23-yard run for Cooper, and he puts Greenbrier into the end zone again. Matt, how about that run?
Wow. I mean, he was in trouble from the time the ball was snapped. And just made it happen the entire way down there.
That's a huge play. He went from almost getting dropped in the backfield to running it for 23 yards and taking it to the house. Broke a couple tackles to make it happen.
Yes, he did. He did.
And Bradley Turnage on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. Turnage splits the uprights. It gives Greenbrier a 35-point advantage. And now we shall have a continuous clock, Matt.
We should. We should.
So Greenbrier's up 45-10 with 8:12 to play in the football game. And I tell you, Wilcox has had 3 rushing touchdowns. He's thrown for a couple as well.
That 35-yard point, that comes from our analyst back at the studio, DJ Vanaco.
DJ Vanaco. The 35-point what now?
Mercy.
Wow, he's full of knowledge.
I'm telling you.
He's a wealth of knowledge. DJ, wherever you're listening, we appreciate you, brother. We really do. You give us a lot of insight, and we've had other guys over the years. Darren Fetz, reached out and given us some good info.
Steve Carden did a lot last year, but Steve's son's now in high school, so he's at the game now.
Gotcha.
He's here now.
Right.
Instead of watching.
We don't have the back home in the studio look. Well, 8:12 to go in the football game. Again, we want to thank Mike Bowen doing the video for us and the camera.
Unsung hero.
He really is. I mean, he stepped in big for us, and I'll tell you, he probably would not want me to say this on the air, but we really appreciate him, and we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing if it weren't for him.
Mike's just one of those guys that he's reliable. He's a good guy. He'll do anything you ask him. He'll take your shirt off his back for you. He's just a good guy. He coaches Clint's Pee Wee
football.
Yeah.
Well, he's setting up. For the next generation. He's really doing a lot of really good things for the community in that way, and really helping us out. I mean, he's out there sweating in the stadium, and we're in here sweating in the booth.
And he's a veteran.
Bowen is?
Yes, he is. He is a. I'd have to ask him. I'm not sure if it's Afghanistan and Iraq both, but he is a war veteran.
Turnage on to kick the football away for Greenbrier. It'll be taken at the 11-yard line by Logan Stevens. He makes a man miss at the 20. He gets out to the 27-yard line before they wrap him up and bring him down. 7 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Continuous clock is correct because it is moving. And that means
probably means we're not going to see the ball again. We'd have to get it quick.
Yeah. Well, they've stopped the clock now, so I may have just lied to you. Wow. And I'll tell you, Matt, with 7:34 to go, I'm tempted to let that door open again.
Do it. I'm telling you, man. My shirt is a different color than it was when I got here.
We are locked in. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, no, we're not. that knob was not turning.
I can't tell you how much that wouldn't surprise me.
7:21 to go, so the clock is rolling now. Shotgun. Looks like Grant's back in the game. He landed off to Smith to the outside. Gets across the 25, the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Feels like a polar ice cap in here after you open that door.
It's a big difference, isn't it?
It is. Let me tell you, I've got I'm from Southwest Arkansas, and I got a lot of friends and family back there in Nashville. The Scrappers who are always a great football team. They're playing Pleasant Grove over in Texas, and with 3:54 left in the third quarter, it was 51-0 because there's not a
mercy rule.
So then that's the Scrappers losing.
Goodness gracious. 6:45 to go. Looks like a continuous clock now. Grant hands it off to Smith again. It gets out to the 40 to the 45-yard line. Big first down. That's going to be near the midfield stripe. Into Greenbrier territory to the 49-yard line. That's actually number 22.
Maybe a face
no
mask.
Adalberto Alay.
Got a flag in there at the end, which a lot of times means maybe a face mask on the tackle.
6:22 to go. Continuous clock. Now my question is, if Beebe cuts into that 35-point lead and drops it in below it, does the clock then begin to stop again? Or once you hit the mercy rule number, it will continually go no matter how close you get it?
You're asking the wrong guy.
I think once it starts, it never stops, because I think we did that last year.
Yeah.
Where we were getting mercy rule and we ended up coming, or vice versa, one of the two.
And it stops when you get back within range.
No, I think it doesn't stop.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know. I don't think it does either.
Right.
That when we played Brooklyn last year in the playoffs.
That's what it was. Yeah,
they
it didn't
scored
stop.
a lot in the second half.
Right, it made it close.
Yeah.
Right. But it kind of was to their disadvantage. And then and also we put in our backups a little
we
bit.
weren't playing our starters
Sure.
right. They had a bunch of ninth graders playing because they were hit with COVID.
Zach Grant, shotgun formation. He'll give it off up the middle to Yar. He's inside the 30, inside the 25. Keeps muscling his way down. He'll get to the 24-yard line. Big first down there for Beebe, and you see a lot of underclassmen in there for Greenbrier right
sure.
now.
We have a whole new defense in there. A lot of sophomores in there right now.
Another sophomores coming onto the field. Well, I don't have his number. It's 65, I thought.
69, I think.
69? Well, that would be Andrew Williams.
Unless it's 89.
Well, someone came onto the field. 5:02 to go in the fourth quarter. Shotgun for Grant. He'll move a man in motion now. Looks to the sideline, trying to get the snap off. Grant gets the snap, gives it off to Ayar up the middle. Got some room inside the 20, powering his way down to the 16-yard line.
Matthew Garrett on that tackle right there.
About an 8-yard play, 4:40 to go.
Worthy.
4:36 to go. They're at the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 2. BB's knocking on the door.
You got Caden Brooks in there. He's a sophomore.
Kane Griffin
Kane Griffin's over here.
in the cornerback position.
You got Lawson Worthy over there.
4:17 to go. Shotgun for Grant. Moves a man in motion. He'll give it off to Ayar up the middle. He's not going to get anything. In fact, he might. They're going to push the pile a little bit. Now they push it even further. That's a good spot. He'll get a yard on the play, but he was hit by Lawson Worthy.
And that right there may be, a sign of your younger guys. They're not going to be as big as your older guys.
Sure.
That's just a maturity thing that comes with age.
They'll give him the first down, and it brings up 1st down and 10. About the 14-yard line, 3:56 to go. They stop the clock. Well, now the clock's rolling again. I don't know. 3:50 to go, clock continually rolling now. So it went from 3:50, now it dropped down to 3:37. I don't know how they're taking off the clock. Are they just –
I'm not sure that they know. I think it might be just trying to figure it out as they go.
3:25 to go in the game. Grant loses the football, and Worthy's all over him. They're going to snuff him back at the 22-yard line. That's an 8-yard loss, and it brings up 2nd down and 18. Tough snap, lost it. Worthy was on him, and that's a big play.
It was a big play. Good job by Lawson to get back there with the fumble and get his arms around the quarterback there.
2:58 to go in the football game. Greenbrier is out by 35. They've blanked Beebe here in the second half. But Beebe trying to knock on the door and punch one in here.
How cool is that scoreboard, man? Scoreboard.
It's a nice scoreboard.
That's cool. They've got the Jumbotron scoreboard here at Beebe now with their part of their new upgrades. We talked to the superintendent at halftime, Chris Nell. Really cool deal they got here.
Karenko will give the ball up the middle to Ayar. He's got some room. He's done a nice job. Inside the 10, makes the man miss. They'll finally wrap him up and bring him down at the 4-yard line. That's right around the 1st down marker. Ayar has been really, really, really good for them, running hard. They're going to give him the first down, it looks like. 1st down and goal from the 4-yard line. 2:09 to go, clock rolling. BB trying to punch it in. And give credit to Ayar there, or Alay. I keep calling him Ayar. It's Noe Alberto Alay.
I'm
Alay
impressed
with a nice play.
with your pronunciation there.
Adalberto Alay. Well, I'm a big baseball guy, and Adalberto wanted to see. Here we go. 1:52 to go. Shotgun. Handoff. Oh, QB keep. Nice play there. That was Karanko, and he walks in untouched. Beebe with a little QB bootleg. They touch it. They run it in for the touchdown, and it's 45-16.
They stopped the clock.
With 1:42 to go. Maybe they stopped the clock in between scores and timeout or whatever. So 1:42 to go. Greenbrier is going to win the football game, barring an absolute miracle. They're up 45-16. Rodriguez will be on to attempt the extra point for BB. Greenbrier's played great football tonight, Matt.
They have. At times it seemed like we were a little sluggish and a little sloppy. Not sluggish, maybe sloppy, but you're going to have that. That's
Sure
just part of the game. And to be able to bring it back together and finish strong is what you want to see.
Well, Matt, we're going to hit a break real quick. 1:42 to go. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Here we go. 1:42 to go, and I tell you, there's been two really, really good players tonight. Wilcox has gone off. 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 from the air.
Yes.
He's done really well. There's a couple of receivers as well that have played well. McElhenney's probably the one that stands out the most tonight on the special team side and receiving the ball. But
And then Strack as well. Also
Strack has had a 54-yarder. Wilcox has looked elite tonight, and he keeps this up. He'll be playing at the next level.
Absolutely.
Kickoff from Rodriguez, a little pooch kick. A little squib going to be taken. Oh, it's going to hit. Greenbrier lost it. Beebe's trying to recover it. Nixon's got it. He makes a man miss at the 5. He's got some room now. He got across the 10. Makes a man miss at the 20. He's at the 25, the 30. How about that, Reed Nixon, making the most out of nothing.
He really did. He really did, JB. I mean, he was dead to rights right there.
Back at the 5.
Yes.
But it's not on a kickoff. It's not like a punt. If that ball touches in play, it could be picked.
Yes.
It's a live ball. And
So most importantly, he recovered it.
And then did what was really kind of a huge bonus. Him recovering was big enough. Made a couple of guys missed, and then got to the edge. Made 27 yards. Yeah, it was 27 yards out of it. So here we go. 1:13 to go. Greenbrier's up by 28. 45-17 with a minute 13 to go.
Probably not going to see a deep ball here.
No. and quite honestly, I don't know if I'd be surprised if Wilcox wasn't out there. Well, he's going to come out. But I would not be surprised if they didn't bring him out there.
Yeah,
just for injury's
sake. Wouldn't be
sake.
shocked if they don't just run it. And got Charlie Check out there.
Charlie Check.
Running back.
Shotgun. I would not be surprised if we didn't see him have the ball, and indeed we do. Check goes to the outside. Got some room. He's at the 30, the 35. Nice cut at the 40. Loose football, though, and that might be our first turnover of the game, and indeed it is. I tell you, Check was running full speed, and ball comes loose.
He was a great run. He had a great gain. Just an unfortunate ball popped out, went in the air.
It did. 45-17. That ball went in the air a while. 45-17. Greenbrier's up by 28 with 47 seconds to go. This is all but over. A couple more snaps, and we'll call it a wrap, but
Charlie's got to shake that off. You talk about a good kid. He's a good kid. Glad to see him get in there and run the ball.
that was a darn good run.
It was.
45-17, and Beebe's going to snap. But I'll tell you one thing. I've been impressed. Beebe's been an impressive football team.
Yeah.
They have played well tonight. Obviously, they're in a rebuilding side, but for them to play the way they did tonight, really well. Grant's in the game. He hands it off to Alay up the middle. He's across midfield to the 49. 29 seconds to go, and quite honestly, we may just see him. They may snap it one more time, and that might be it. Clock's continuing to roll with 19 seconds to go. 17 seconds.
If I was him and I wanted to get a gain right here, I'd fake it and keep it. Quarterback keep.
They'll hand it off to Alay again. He's inside across midfield to the 47-yard line. 7 seconds to go, Matt. That's going to do it for us. Greenbrier will increase to 1-0 as the buzzer sounds. The first game of the season, Matt, is in the books, and Greenbrier is undefeated.
They are. Hey, you got one goal to come over here and leave 1-0. And that's what you did. We come over here. We score 45 points, hold our opponent to 17. Good showing. That's what you want to see first game of the season, and we'll get ready to go to probably a much better team next week when we go to Batesville.
No doubt about that. You know, Batesville's a good program. Beebe, though, I will say this, and we've said it multiple times throughout the broadcast. Yeah, they returned 19 starters, but they played really well tonight.
They did.
They're a good football program. A huge improvement from last year as well, And Coach Gunter's got these guys in the right direction. Beebe was really prevalent back in 14. They won 8 games. It tapered off a good bit, trying to get them back to relevance, and he's on the right track. There's no question about that.
Sure.
So anyway, we're gonna hit a break. When we come back, we'll look at the stats and close the broadcast.
And give our
player of the game,
American Safeguard Insurance and Harps Foods.
How about it?
Player of the game.
We'll have to. That's going to be really, really tough. There's 2 people that we really are kind of debating on, and I think we'll come to a decision when we come back. So stay with us.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for your continued support. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Steak and Shake, Grimm Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Collier Roofing, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, Matt, what a first night of football. Greenbrier wins it 45-17. They led at half 21-10, and at that point, Beebe looked really, really good. They didn't look bad throughout. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. Greenbrier just really, really turned on the Jets and really made some things happen offensively and defensively. But give Beebe credit. They gave Greenbrier all they could handle really through 4 quarters. But as you could tell at the end, the experience, the depth perhaps, it was in Greenbrier's favor late, and they played Greenbrier football and came away with the win.
They did. They did what they had to do to win. And as you can see out in the field now, I don't know if the camera's catching it really, but we got the belt that we get for winning the game.
Well, I'll tell you, Matt, we've got a second. Do you want to go ahead and present to us
the game, the player
of the game?
All right, we don't have the stats yet, but we have some that we've kept up with. So we don't have the game stats, but we've got a neat deal we're starting this year. We're doing the American Safeguard Insurance, Harps Foods, Player of the Game, and what's special about this is that the Player of the Game receives steaks to feed the family.
Wow.
An old Greenbrier tradition from long ago. I don't know when, but they used to do it where the local grocery store would give a huge steak, I think, that would feed several people. I think what Harps is going to do is probably more of like we're going to feed a family based on a family of 4.
Right.
And so you'll get steaks for that, and American Safeguard Insurance helping pay for that. So tonight's
Player of the game, American Safeguard, and Harps Player of the Game. And I'll tell you, Matt, it was between 2 guys, really. And it's always difficult, but I think you got to go with the senior, Cooper Wilcox.
Yeah.
My goodness, 5 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 2 from the air, but there were 2 big ones. McElhenney had a 30-yard reception that he threw to and a 54-yarder to distract. He also ran for 2 8-yard rushing touchdowns and a 23-yarder. That was back when he was about to get sacked and made something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Cooper Wilcox is our player of the game, our
5.
American Safeguard and Harps player of the game.
5 scores.
And I'll tell you, the other option was McElhenney. McElhenney goes for, we don't have the stats, but that 71-yard touchdown return or that kickoff return.
I do have the stats.
Well, do you?
All right, so passing, we 14 for 26. No, Beebe was 14 for 26 for 81 yards. Number 9, which is Cooper Wilcox, was 9 for 16 with 154 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cooper also with 7 rushes for 90 yards, over 10 yards a carry.
Wow.
For 2 rushing touchdowns. Thatcher was 2 catches for 59 yards and a score. McElhaney 3 catches for 65 yards and a score. Reed Nixon, number 24, he was 3 catches for 27 yards. And then Jacob Mathis had a catch for 3 yards. Rushing the ball, Nick Hewitt, 9 carries for 83 yards. Eli Weaver, 7 carries for 58. Dawson Spencer, 3 carries for 22. I thought he carried the ball more than that. And then number 12, which was Charlie Check, was 1 for
no
official yardage because of the fumble. But, yeah, it was about a 12-yard carry. So team stats, though, Greenbrier with 18 first downs, Beebe with 22. We ran the ball 29 times for 246 yards. They ran it 40 for 147. Big difference right here, 8.5 yards per carry for the Panthers and only 3.7 for the Badgers.
Wow.
We were 9 for 16 throwing the ball in the air, 15 for 8 for the Badgers. We had 154 yards per reception for 9.6. They had 83 for 3 yards. Total plays, total yardage. Greenbrier 45 plays for 400 yards. BB 69 for 200. So we doubled their yardage, but even more impressive than that, we were 8.9 per play, and they were 2.9. So we held them, even with passing, we held them for less than 3 yards a play.
And I'll tell you, man, I would be anxious to see what the time of possession looked like tonight, because BB definitely dominated in that aspect. And that's what gave him a chance.
That's right.
Sure, no doubt. But definitely seemed to be what gave him a chance early. Really did not play a bad ball game. The score doesn't really indicate how close this game really was throughout. BB played a heck of a game. Greenbrier just had a little bit too much manpower. They start off on the right foot to begin the season.
That's right.
45-17, the win. Matt, it's been a great night.
It has been a little hectic.
It has. We're going to be better for next week. We should hopefully have a few crew members back. And so that'll be really exciting. Next broadcast should be next week at Batesville, correct?
That's right. We'll be at Batesville. We'll have all of our commercials ready. We'll have all of our people here to have it all running smoothly, and then we'll have the game and everything up ready to go. Plenty of time, so we'll have our pregame show.
Awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure. We've enjoyed it. Greenbrier wins the opening night of football on the road at Beebe, 45-17. It's been a fun night of football. For my partner, Matt McJunkins, and Mike Bowen running the camera, I'm JB Brazil saying so long from Beebe, where tonight Greenbrier took care of business. Starts out 1-0, a 28-point win. We'll see you next week at Batesville.
Go Panthers.